Yeah, y'all. Oh yeah, it's time to talk. Talk to you. Yo, man, I read a thing. I didn't even know that. I didn't realize this, right? Because y'all know I'm on my gym shit or whatever. You know, motherfucker getting old. Put on a little bit of muscle, so you know you age gracefully or whatever. And I read a thing, man. It said that only 17.5%, I think it was, only 17% of Americans can actually execute a pull-up. I didn't believe that shit. I did not believe that shit. You know, because that's like my go-to. That's my barometer for where I'm at. How many I could do, because I could always do them. And you know, I incorporated that into my little routine or whatever, my little back routine or whatever. You can't tell from right here, but my lats is like real spread. I think you could kind of see it, but not really. I think you could kind of see it. But I started doing them joints, you know, again as part of the back routine. And then all of a sudden I start seeing everybody at the gym start trying to do them. And I'm like, yo, B, what the fuck, man? Because what that tell me is what the fuck. When I be in here, y'all be watching and shit. Not even on no vain shit, but I'm like, yo, I've been coming here since February. I don't never see nobody try to do no pull-ups. Ever. Nobody be trying to do them shits. I started putting them in the routine last month. Bang. I see everybody trying to do pull-ups now. I'm like, the fuck, yo? You know what I'm saying? Stop it, unbiased. I'm strong out here, B. I'm well. Nah, not for nothing. I'm fucking retarded strong. I don't understand that either because I ain't that big. I didn't put on all that much muscle. I see it in areas. I see it in my delts, definitely in my pecs. You can't tell I'm wearing a shirt. It's definitely on my legs. It's noticeable there. And my back. You know what I mean? And you know, I start seeing everybody doing this shit, and I'm like, you know what that tell me? That when I be running around here moving these plates all around, y'all motherfuckers must be watching. Cause why is everybody doing pull-ups right now? Like, why is everybody I don't know. I just think that's a weird coincidence that I was in here, wasn't nobody touching that machine, nobody going near that shit. Look, it's Jules. Man, shut up, cause I will bench your weight, motherfucker. You motherfucker. I will bench your weight, you motherfucker. I probably can though. Some real shit. I don't understand it either. I think it's cause I swear by flat bench. Like no matter what I'm doing, right? I swear by that motherfucker. I swear by that. Cause you can't lie on that motherfucker. You see what I mean? You could lie on some machines. Oh, yes, your ass can. You could lie on some curl. You could lie about a lot of shit. You could cheat. But one motherfucker that you cannot cheat, and those are the ones that I love coincidentally. You can't lie on the pull-up. You can't. You can either do it or you can't. And you cannot lie on the bench because if your ass is lying, you're gonna be in trouble. You can't lie on that. You can't lie on that motherfucker. You can't. Shout out to George. R.I.P. Yeah, man. Mike McCallum, bro. Shout out to Mike McCallum, man. Body snatcher, bro. Make a motherfucker feel old out here. But yeah, you can't lie on that motherfucker. You can't lie on that motherfucker. Unless you want to end up getting pinned down on that shit, because that's what's going to happen. You can't lie on that motherfucker. I think the advantage of the machines is probably that you can go to complete failure safely, which is essentially what you want. If you're trying to puff up a little bit or get a little bit strong, you could go to complete failure safely. But I always come back to my flat bench like, nah, I got to hit this motherfucker. I got to hit it. Because you can't lie to that motherfucker, and that motherfucker can't lie to you. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything better for building strength than flat bench, to be honest. I don't. What it do, Devontae?
What's up, old man?
What up, dog? How you doing, man?
Yo,
Shit, doing shit. But I don't really think there's anything better for building strength than that. I really don't.
Bro, what is that picture, y'all?
Oh shit. But But because on that shit, it's like I read some shit that like you won't get much bigger doing flat bench, not by itself. You won't, but you will get stronger. That you will get, and I'm like, yeah, I believe that because I did it for about a year, and I definitely got stronger. Like now, I'm like, yeah, this don't even make sense. I shouldn't be able to move this much weight.
Well, yeah, because you can have muscle mass and not have functional strength.
That's what I read, dog. Literally, that's what that they was like. The article said that the indicator of physical strength is not the mass. The indicator of physical strength is a neural connection. It's like, oh, well, that's what I already thought. That it's in the nerves. It's not in the bulk. The bulk is like the evidence that you working with something, right? Because you must be moving. Anatoly. Yeah, I heard about that Anatoly motherfucker. That motherfucker not even big like that.
And gas out quick.
For real, you know what I'm saying? So that bench, dog, that bench won't lie to you, and you cannot lie to it. You can either move it or you cannot. That's why I swear by that motherfucker.
Not that ass.
That you can't lie to that shit, dog. Like, bro, you can either bench them plates or you cannot. But if you can't and your ass was lying, you gonna find out real motherfucking fast. So we hearing about Teofimo running from the black fighters. I'm not surprised. I'm of the opinion that Keyshawn would beat him. That's my opinion. I think Keyshawn would beat him because Teofimo's whole thing is his athleticism. He's not an X's and O's fighter, you know. He's not a technical guy. He's not a B-hop. He's not a Ward. You know, he's an athleticism guy, sharp movement guy, blah blah blah. But I don't think you sharper than Keyshawn. I don't, and I think he will turn your TV off. What do you say to that shit? Undefeated, because you never been defeated.
That is true. I'm undefeated.
That's true.
And
That's
pull
cap.
up.
I smoked them last week.
Man, you smoked his dick.
Bitch ass.
I was gonna say, I want to see. You know what? I think it's a close fight, but we'll definitely have an answer after this weekend. Because De Los Santos is a good fight, good test.
Like, para mí ese tipo muerto. Like, I don't know, like, I can't. Ese tipo the dude ain't fought in over a year, bro.
Bro, how you gonna go against your own people, bro? Come on,
bro.
now.
Because
honestly,
I cannot lie.
Do that shit.
I cannot lie, dog. Like,
Gotta be honest.
I'm not really expecting a lot from Edwin. If he can make it interesting in the first couple of rounds, great. But I think he's gonna get knocked out. Like, I think he ain't fought in a year, dog.
Same.
Honestly,
but you can't. You ain't gotta. I mean, same, but you ain't gotta call him que está muerto.
Está muerto,
no. If you ask me personally, bro, what Keyshawn would do to T.O. would be racist.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, like he would beat him so bad he'd be accused of wearing blackface.
I think that T.O. would have to move back to Honduras, and because he doesn't speak Spanish, that would be really hard for him. But I think he would have to move back to Honduras. Look, I don't agree with a lot of shit that Two-Tone does or says. But one thing he said that is true. That motherfucker don't got no fans, dog. The Puerto Rocks don't really fuck with you like that. The Mexicans don't really fuck with you like that. The black dudes really don't fuck with you. Like, they don't fuck with you.
Damn.
And I mean, like, the white motherfuckers, like, you gotta be from Eastern Europe for the white motherfuckers. Yeah, like, that's who they fuck with. The Kova, the Better Beef, the Usika.
Irish.
The Irish. I don't really see a lot of Brits get their dick hard off of T.O., except for that one Irish dude that he was so close to his face to do where he like that with T.O. like that. Because there's a dude on Twitter, like, he took a selfie with T.O. and he was like cheek to cheek with him. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't really see a lot of people that fuck with T.O. You know what I mean? And Two-Tone said that, and it's true though. And you tried to go like the racist, like, you tried to go the MAGA route, like you trying to get those fans, but it's really not working though. Like, it's just nothing works with this guy. Like, you can't appeal to the minorities, you can't appeal to the racists. You were just not appealing, bro. And I don't know what you're gonna do. Like, I think he should retire. Devontae, what say you?
I don't know. I think it would be a good fight between, if you talk about Keyshawn and T.O. Until it's not. But I think T.O. is scared of losing to a black fighter.
I think so too.
I don't know what I don't know why. It's like he don't like being around black people or something like that, or black fighters. They make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, it's a fear thing. It's a fear thing because the way that those people's minds operate, they walk around telling themselves that they're better than X, whatever X is. This is the mind of a bigot. They walk around telling themselves that they're better than X, but they only say those things because they're afraid. You see what I mean? The fear is what fuels the ignorance. The fear. If you're not afraid of nothing, yo, I'm better than everybody in the room, not just them. I'm better than all of y'all. I'm the fucking man. I'm fucking Magnus out here, bro.
I mean,
I'm fucking everything.
You could have fought Shakur. You could have fought Dev. I mean,
hey, Jules, I thought it was already signed Haney and Teal.
No, it's not. Yo, can
Last
you
I
turn that
checked.
off for me? It's not signed. Like, it fell apart, and it fell apart reportedly because Tszyu walked away. And it's like, look at how he knew he handled the Stephen Fulton situation. And this is what I always say about fighters, that if you respect the dude that you bought to fight, you stand a better chance of beating him. Show him respect. Study him. Understand him so that you could beat him, right? He knew he never shitted on Stephen Fulton. He even said, yo, the black style, I have not come up against that style before. I have not dealt with that before. And Stephen is a very good fighter, so I'm looking forward to this fight. That's literally what he said on a video I did about it, an article that I read about it on Fight Week. He didn't violate. He didn't say no bullshit. With Tszyu, it's like, yo, dog, you gonna get found out. I can see it. I just don't know who it's gonna be, but you're gonna get found out, bro. Yes.
Yeah,
The only reason he was like open to fighting Boots is because he has an excuse for getting his ass tuned up.
No, pero
I don't think he wanted that fight. I don't think he wanted that.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I think he only named Boots for the reason he named Crawford, because you know that's probably not gonna happen, bro. You saying Crawford, knowing Crawford was gonna leave 47 the whole time. You said Boots, knowing Boots is after them belts, and he probably got 1 or 2 mandatories he gonna have to satisfy, so he probably ain't gonna fight you, which is why you said him. Like, it's a swindle, bro. And the weirdest shit is, look,
Clout chasing.
Clout chasing. The shit is, you in a division with what, 3 other champions. Look, you don't want to fight Boots? Here's what you could do for me. You don't want to fight Boots? You don't want to fight Devin? You don't want to fight Keyshawn? Hey, fight Gary then. Fight Gary. Gary is green compared to you, bro. Gary is very green compared to you. Best guy he fought was Puelo. Fight Gary. I would not complain
Gary
if
still
they make
his shit in.
Yeah, that's the other shit. He might still push his shit in with the homies.
I think Oscar got to him. And Oscar was probably like, you know what, bro? Fuck Devin. I got Ryan over here. I could get you, because supposedly PBC, he knows in the slump. So I could get you the Broly fight. And then I could also get you, who else he got over there at Golden Boy?
Do you think he gave him a hand job?
I think he gave him an ass job, bro.
Yeah, little
Ass
handy
job.
under the table and shit.
Handy, yeah, the little hand me down, yo. That handy, bro.
Hey,
Because I seen that Oscar is like glazing. Like, yeah, he was right to turn away Devin. Like, man, shut the fuck up, Oscar.
Yo, another thing, I'm kind of happy that Devin is being frozen out. Hey man, his dad, they're just tweeting all day. Like,
Te lo voy a decir. I prefer Keyshawn Davis versus Lopez over Devin. I think they both beat him. I just think one fight is going to be entertaining and one fight won't be.
Exactly.
It's not
I'm more
going to be.
upset that Turkey's still trying to work with Haney than anything, to be honest.
Yeah, but as much as we don't like Devin's style, and I hate the dick eating, like, look, he just did it earlier. He posted a thing of Mayweather behind him.
Oh,
and
you're fucking
him
lying. Wait.
and him holding a torch. Like, bro, you just a homo,
so
bro.
fucking
Like,
gay,
passing the
yo.
torch.
No,
just a homo.
dude,
like,
so blatant at
Dude.
this point.
Dude, they defend Haney so bad. I'm like, bro, like you're chasing the wrong horse, bro. This guy.
But here's what I'll say in his defense, even though I don't like his style, because I don't like your. Come on with the fuck.
Whose mic is it?
There's two niggas down there.
That was the meeting between Tszyu and Oscar.
Marathon.
Sort that shit out.
Somebody got their Bluetooth on.
What I was gonna say was from a purely business and professional standpoint. While none of us like the way that Devin fights, the pure boxer style is just not an appealing style. From a professional standpoint, he is willing to fight fights, and he's not terribly difficult to negotiate a fight with. At least not as difficult as Teofimo, and we can say that much. Where Teo didn't want to go to Australia for George, Devin did twice. He fought Vasil Loma Raymond Noodles. You know, right after that, he makes a fight with Regis, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
They should have rematched them, dude.
I agree.
Loma.
I think he robbed. Yo, fix that shit, bro. I think he robbed Loma. But just when you if you look at them both, who is easier to make a fight with? Neither of them are easy to make a fight with, by the way. Not easy, but who's easier to make a fight for? Devin or Teo? That's Devin by a landslide. Yeah, it's easier to make a fight with Devin than it is to make a fight with Teo. With Teo, there's always something wrong. Matias, no good. Devin, no good. You don't want to give Loma a rematch. It's like think about it. You wasted all that time on Georgie Porgy. You could have had a rematch with Loma for more money. That's why I'm glad you lost. I'm always gonna come back to that. Like you're a fucking moron. You could have had a rematch with Loma on pay-per-view. Instead, you chose to fight George like a homo, and he beat your ass. You know, and now nobody like you. No, but bitches don't like you, Teo. Come on now. You don't get no bitches, bro. Come on now. Bitches don't fuck you.
No,
bro.
Teo's just the way that can work his hug.
Especially con el chaleco, güey. Con el pinche Latin chaleco.
Es que él no tiene esa cosa. And I don't know what the fuck that shit is, ¿verdad? It's an indefinable quality. Ugly motherfuckers can have it because it's really not even about your aesthetic. Rolly has it. Rolly fucks bitches.
I'm fucking ugly. I get bitches.
You look like Mario Barrios.
Yeah.
Rolly has it. He's fucking these bitches.
Rolly does, dude. Rolly totally does.
No, Jules, quit bullshitting. Did you see the girls that accused him of fucking sexual assault? Those weren't no dimes that he supposedly fucked.
No, pero te lo voy a decir. Hay una culona en Twitter. Una culona. ¿Tú la viste? She's a fucking Democrat, right? She's got like blue hair, purple hair, whatever. Pero tiene una fucking nalga esa niña, man.
No, okay. I've done that way. I've given up and had to listen to that bullshit just because this fucking bitch had gigantic pierced titties and the story is Rolly fucked. I know that he fucked the lawyer because she told me he fucked. Big ass lawyer, the lawyer with the big ass that Drew was talking to, the lawyer. Hey, Rolly, get down.
She told me Rolly fucked. She gave him some kudos. So I'm like, we can all say what we want about Rolly, but he is fucking these bitches. Right? Where Teo, like, nah, these bitches is fucking you, bro. The steward is fuck you, bro.
They doing the Amazonian position.
Yeah, yo, they pegging you, bro. Like, it's an indefinable quality. I don't really know what it is. I don't know what it is. Is it the fuck it? Is it the pheromones? I don't know. I just know that Teo is not fucking these bitches. I know he's
what
not.
It is, way. I'll explain it. It's the confidence paired with the fuck it.
I think, yeah, it could be, yeah, the confidence, because sometimes it's not even the confidence, but the fuck it. Like, look.
Nah, because I'll straight up, real talk, I'll straight up say fuck it and walk up to a bitch and try to catch him in the wild.
I need to fuck you. I gotta fuck you.
Yeah, like, hey, what's up? I'm trying to get a piece too.
You know what I'm saying?
You guys are straight up sucios.
Yeah, man. Like, I gotta fuck you. I gotta do this. You know, we gotta do this.
But speaking of which, though, I do gotta head out because I'm getting like unsolicited tit pics. So I'm gonna go get on that.
Wait, what is in the wild referred to? Like.
I mean, I think it's look. We like to describe it as aura. You know, like aura. But it is an indefinable quality. It's something that you can't quite put your finger on. It doesn't even boil down to aesthetics or big muscles or small muscles. It's not. It's something else. And Rolly has that shit like as retarded.
Okay.
Stupid as he is, he is fucking these
bitches.
No,
I thought he was referring to it in the wild.
Jules, I think it's because he wears a fur coat showing his fucking chest. That's what it is.
It's not. I think it's not so much that that you know the fur itself or showing his chest, but that he's extravagant enough to like you really gonna go to IHOP with a fur, bro? With your chest out, like shit, like bitches like dumb shit like that. I don't understand why, but they do. You know, he's a what flamboyant. You know, he's flamboyant. You know, leather pants.
That usually means gay.
No. And the thing is too is that like he's an airhead, so he doesn't overcomplicate things, bro.
That's true too.
You know
what I mean?
Tio reminds me of. He reminds me of that guy that tries to be cool and tries to say those one-liners and they never come out right.
I agree.
He reminds me of like that person that tries too hard. He wants to be something that he's not. You know what I mean? And it just comes out all wrong for me. And another thing, right? I admit, I feel like he's made a lot of bad decisions, but this one decision right here, denying the fight with Devin Haney, I had to think about that one. You call this dude a dictator and you're gonna go to his country, he's liable to tying your ass up and putting you in a room and having him beat the shit out of you.
Well, no, but I mean the other thing is that there's no reason to not fight Devin. Look, Devin doesn't hit hard, so you're not gonna get knocked out.
I'm talking about Saudi. You're going out there like Tio. He disrespected.
No, I mean they're not gonna murk him or anything like that because remember, Canelo E. Turkey wasn't getting along at first neither, and Canelo he did the funny shit. When he helped the dude. Let me finish the sentence, bro.
None of that.
When he held the dude hand, remember when Canelo did that shit? That he walked up on the dude and held his hand.
He was mimicking him.
He was making fun of Turkey, dog. Like Misael said, Big Rolo is funny. That is true. Funny motherfuckers get pussy. Tell some jokes, man. Watch some stand up. Funny motherfucker get some pussy before. And I agree with the Tio shit. They're like, Tio, you would try hard, bro. You you tried too hard, bro. Like you type dude get around these bitches, man. And you gonna start talking about issues and shit and deep shit. Like you ain't gotta do all that to fuck these bitches.
Nah, Jules, you know what he is? He's the male version of a pick-me. That's what he is.
Yeah, Tails a pick-me and Devin is a try-hard.
Because I don't think Devin be fucking these bitches either. Like like you fucking a bitch, but she is fucking you at the same time. Like, cause yo, dog, how much money you gotta spend on this fucking? Cause she got an ass, my guy, bro. It's ass on Fordham Road. It's ass in Bushwick. It's ass.
I guarantee he's buying these bitches. Like he's taking them on shopping sprees, Jules, so he can get some pussy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he's doing.
Like you can't just get a blowjob off of general principles. You can't like just cause I'm funny, just cause I look nice, bitch. I smell good. Suck my dick. What is going on here? The fuck? I got all this cologne on and shit. I'm out here smelling good. You can't do the rim. Like I gotta buy a Birkin bag. Right. This inflation, bro.
Hey, yo.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta spray behind the balls too sometimes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna get my coffee. Y'all chop it up. Gotta get my coffee off the stove.
Tio wishes he was like Lenny Kravitz, like dudes like that can walk in a room and just.
Yeah, because Lenny doesn't have to try to get hoes; they come to him.
He's cool as fuck.
Have you always admired Lenny Kravitz like this?
Tio wants to be like dudes like that, but he's not.
Who the fuck is Lenny Kravitz?
Lenny
you don't know who he is, bro?
What?
Who the fuck is Lenny Kravitz? What is he?
What?
Like we the Jewish delegation select Lenny Kravitz.
This dude hasn't listened to music since like Sam Cooke.
I don't know if you guys know that fucking reference.
Of course I do. I watch Chappelle.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Lenny Kravitz's parents were the two, the white dude and the black lady that played on the Jeffersons.
Nah, bro, his mom was the one on the show. His dad wasn't. His dad was a real life lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Like I've always wanted to say this for shizzle.
My nizzle.
Talking about Snoop Dogg or what?
No, fucking Chappelle. The draft. The race draft.
The racial draft.
Yeah, they took Tiger Woods in the draft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, hey man, like yo man, I'm a hustler, man.
So is that fight happening or is he backing out again, fucking Tio?
He's
Well,
backing out, bro.
Whack.
yeah, reports are saying that the reason why I know he's backing out is because there was another fight on that card, August 16th, which was supposed to be Nick Ball versus Louis Nari, and that fight got taken out the card. And honestly, you guys want to know my real assessment on this? I think that this was a personal shot from Turkey Sheet at Tank Davis, because Tank Davis is fighting August 6th. Now, hear me out on this before anybody say anything. On August 16th. See, he doesn't have to beat Tank Davis in views. He doesn't have to beat Tank Davis in ticket sales. All he has to do is take eyes off his fight. There are thousands of people out there that want to see Devin Haney and T.O. fight too. It might not outdo the Tank fight, sure, why not?
But bro,
divide the fans.
But honestly, your premise is a little flawed, and the reason it's flawed is because that fight is taking place in Saudi Arabia, and it's going to be on during the daytime.
You're
PBC is going to put Tank's fight on at night during prime time. So you're really not taking anything away, because Tio and Devin would be fighting at like 5 or 6 o'clock Eastern time, whereas Tank ain't gonna fight till like 10 or 11, like 11 p.m. Eastern. So it's a big time difference.
Yeah, I didn't account for that. I thought that I just thought that the fight was the time. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, but it's still an interesting yardstick because they're going head to head.
Yeah, that and nobody buys Tank's fight, if we're being honest. Like,
yeah, nobody gives a shit about his pay-per-views.
Y'all remember when David Benavidez was on the undercard and Tank was the main event and it sold like 60,000? Like, you telling me what? When David was on the undercard of I believe, bro, 60,000?
That's low.
That's sad. Like,
that's low.
Yeah, it should have been at least
100,000. Wow.
Yeah,
bro. The thing is, it's all these fucking Tank and fucking Bergavitas dick riders that, like Jules says, on social media they talk all day about how these dudes are stars and this and that. But when it comes down to it, those dudes aren't paying to watch the pay-per-view. They're fucking out here stealing it.
Yeah, they're stealing it like me and you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, what's funny, bro, is whenever I go see a PBC pay-per-view, there's a bar here where I live. They actually show the fights, and I only have to pay $10 to watch that shit.
See, that's not bad. $10.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
That's what it's worth. $10. Yeah, I think it's gonna make a comeback because they just got picked up. Supposedly, they're getting picked up by UFC is getting picked up by Amazon, right? According to the rumor.
I thought it was Netflix.
Netflix or Amazon, one of them.
So is that deal done for sure?
I don't know if that gamble will pay off, because how many people use Amazon to watch sports? Like,
yeah, like Amazon is still brand new to the sports realm. I mean, it's kind of hard to envision.
Everything is changing is what it is. And we had this conversation about, what Amazon is trying to do. They're basically trying to corner the market on the big sports. And it's going to take time. I feel like for them, it's going to take time for people to get used to going to that platform for that content, because, people are used to what they're used to. But in a general sense, sports, movies, all of it, it's not what it used to be. I saw an interview, right, from the Jon Favreau guy, the director, which he said was true. He's talking about his kids. He's like, his kids probably can't sit through a 2-hour movie, right? But they could watch 2 hours of reels, 2 hours of small content. And we had this conversation that, shit is changing, bro. And I don't know if it's for the better, but it is changing, that people don't have the attention spans that they used to. They're not into the same things that they used to. So I don't know if this is going to work for Amazon. Y'all trying to get NFL, y'all trying to get WNBA, NBA, MLB, all this shit. I don't really know if it's going to work for them, because sports in general are not what they used to be. Young men don't really, not all of them, want to be athletes. That's not something that they aspire to the way that they used to. So you're not drawing the same size audience.
Maybe they could play the fight in clips and the basketball games in clips.
Maybe they're trying to.
That's it.
Yo, Joel, that's funny that you say that, because I'll give you an example of how different it is. I actually went to go watch the fucking Karate Kid flick just to kind of see what it was about.
Was it good?
And it was alright, but I'll tell you this much. The guys who directed it literally probably had the same idea as Jon Favreau. They literally made that movie for short attention spans because it was literally only 95 minutes long.
Bueno, I'll say that there used to be 90-minute. I'm a bit of a film geek. I wanted to be a director when I was a kid. There have been 90-minute movies before, like The Quest with Van Damme. That was a 90-minute movie. You could see it. That if you watching it without all the commercials that you would normally see on a terrestrial network, movie's only about 90 minutes.
Hold on. This is the reason why the studio wants to cut it short, because it is kind of a dog of a movie. A lot of dogs in movies, they make them edit and cut out all the scenes. That's a big reason why they're shorter.
Hey, did you guys watch Andor?
How long does a Karate Kid movie have to be? Jesus.
That's what I was.
No, but I'll tell you this.
We need 2.5 hours for this one, dog. We got a lot of story here.
But Jules, the original movie
you guys are Star Wars fans, bro. But that shit. Yeah, go ahead, my bad.
I was just gonna say the original movie was like close to 2 hours, and they actually did a good job of building up to the last fight. This fucking movie, literally, it's like they skipped everything to the build up and went to the fucking final fight.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out. You've heard me make this parallel before. Rocky 1 and 2, those are about 2 hours. 2 hours, two and a half around there. They're about 2 hours. Rocky 3 is only 90 minutes, and it's not a dog of a movie, but it's a different genre. It is a completely different genre from the first two. Rocky 3 is an action movie. That's an action movie. There's way more fighting in that 90 minutes than what you saw in the 2 hours of the first two films. Now,
Rocky 4 is shorter than that.
Yeah. Rocky 4, Rocky 4 in a sentence. Apollo dies, Rocky gets mad, let's fight. That's the movie.
The sequences
and like
are
highlight, and then there's like several flashbacks from the prior movies as well. It's like 10 minutes.
But for a 90-minute movie, that's one of the best soundtracks in the. That's one of the best.
There's no easy way out.
There's no easy way out.
And not only that, it has one of the.
There's no shortcut home, Ignacio.
And not only that, it has one of the greatest lines ever. Dragon!
Fellas, I don't know about y'all. Every time I hear Hearts on Fire, I want to go run outside. I want to go run through the mountains every time I hear that shit.
But think about a movie. Think about a movie that if it was longer.
I was gonna say, bro, I still think
those 90 seconds count.
Don, go ahead. Don, go ahead.
I was gonna say. I still think The Dark Knight is one of the best films of all time. My bad,
Alvarez. I said Don, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I know that fucking film is Lord.
Jesus. No, this is an industry standard because I went to film school. I worked in the industry for a little while, and I worked in editing, and a lot of the reason why a lot of these movies get shortened and shows get shortened is because some shows get piloted for an hour, and then the studio decides we don't want this for an hour. We want to turn this into a comedy. Do it half hour. That's it. And they go fuck. So they have to restructure everything, rewrite, reshoot some of the stuff, and then you get an hour show that's long. Like, remember that show Monk? It was supposed to be.
I remember Monk.
Okay, I think those episodes were supposed to be an hour. I'm not sure if they're an hour, but they shortened some of them and they put them on TBS or one of the cable networks, and it ended up being a little short. They had more commercials, but they didn't want to make it too short. So a lot of the times when movies are maybe not the best movies, and you can tell when a movie comes out and it's supposed to be this. When it's supposed to be this big movie everyone's waiting for, and then you see the time of how long it is, and whenever I see it's like kind of shorter than it should be, I'm like, they cut that movie.
They do that. I know they do that because I know they do that and they do that to movies that might be 2.5 hours. I know they do that, but remember the template when we were kids. You're talking about 80s movies, 90s movies, Michael Dudikoff.
Sure.
Jeff Speakman. We don't need 2 hours of American
No,
Ninja.
no, no.
We don't need 2 hours of the perfect weapon.
No.
But Julius, are those movies even good?
Well, hold on. There's a big difference.
No, I ain't say they wasn't good, Jay. I didn't say that.
I never saw them. Like,
I just said we don't need 2 hours of that. Like, it's an action movie. There's not a lot of story there. There's not a lot of story.
There's a big difference between Rocky 1 and Rocky 4. Rocky 4 was scripted to be an action get back movie. It was a Cold War propaganda movie. And then the first film was a story. Like, that had to be as long as it was to enable to lure the audience in. After that, it became a blockbuster franchise. The first film was supposed to be
starting with the third one. Yeah.
The first one was like an indie movie.
Yes,
exactly. No, it literally was an indie movie.
It was
like,
an indie
literally.
Y'all know what the budget was for the first movie? It was only $1 million. That's it.
Yeah, the budget was nothing.
Do y'all remember Creed? Where you got this dude, they take their time, bro. He's a foster kid. He gets out. He's fighting fucking Pretty Ricky.
Te lo voy a decir. That's why the first movie is good. The first Creed is good.
Yes.
The second one con Dique Baby Draga, Junior Draga, es una mierda. Like, bro, you're not gonna fucking tell me, you're not gonna tell me that Adonis Creed y este fucking monstruo is in the same weight class. Nah, that had to be catchweight.
That's classic Rocky.
270. That's 270. No. Look, Rock was about 201, 220. You could see that on him. Even though Drago was really big, a lot of the weight was in the trunk. His legs were not big. So I could believe Drago's 230, 240. But the difference between Adonis Creed in the second movie and was supposed to be like, nah, y'all not in the same way. How?
No.
But Jules,
like
Jules, that just happened in real life though, with Usyk and Fury.
Eso es diferente. Eso es diferente. Ese Usyk. Eso es diferente. And Fury's an unusually big heavyweight. You know what I mean? But Adonis doesn't. What I'm getting at is Adonis didn't look like a heavyweight. You literally didn't look like a heavyweight. And in the first movie, you weren't a heavyweight.
He was a light heavyweight.
No, he was a light heavyweight.
That's one thing that like they never explained. That kind of annoyed me because like, okay, in the first movie he's a light heavyweight. Then like it skips to the sequel that goes past like 3 years, and now he's like fighting for the heavyweight title after I don't know like what 4 fights.
Yeah, it's like there's so much art in the details, bro. In the first one, you got fucking Gabe Rosado in there. You got Jose Benavides. You got that motherfucker falling in love. In the third fight, he's just giving somebody an undisputed shot. Like, what the fuck,
bro? It literally turns into a Rocky sequel.
Yeah. Shout out to Real Talk. Devin buys feet pics. I could believe that. Donald said, I think T.O. real problem is that he caught his wife getting her back blown out by a black guy with a big old dick. And that's the.
I happen to agree with that sentiment, dude.
I tend to lead like he probably seen that fat old dick. He seen that fat old dick. He don't got an answer for like what you gonna do.
I think she was giving a bob job to 2 guys at the same time. That's what I think.
Yeah, she's a stewardess, bro. Those the whole jobs.
Exactly,
it's 5 whole jobs.
She was
medical assistants, nursing assistant, stewardess, hairdresser, and
stripper.
Stripper.
Yeah, come on.
She was.
But it depends on if they have like a no touch policy. That depends. So.
Pork Chop said the new Karate Kid is ass. You know that I wanted to see that because they got fucking both guys. They got Ralph Machismo and they got Jackie Chan in that shit.
Yeah, it's all right, Jules. It ain't ass. It's all right, but it ain't.
Out of a 10 score, what would you give it?
The movie?
Ralph who?
Ralph Wiggum.
How long is the movie?
Ralph Wiggum.
Ralph Machismo.
No, I mean, my man, like who on the panel saw the movie? What's your name?
Don seen it.
Don,
Ignacio seen it. Ignacio seen
it.
Ignacio, what would you give it out of a 10? Out of 10, what would you give it?
Out of a 10, I'd probably say it's about a 7.
Okay.
I think you're being nice. I think it's a 6, and you're saying it's a 7.
You sure?
No, it's like a 7. It would have been better if they had built up to the last fight, but they didn't. They like skipped all the steps. Like they didn't. Like the first one, like I told you, Jules, they tell you the story to build up to the main fight at the end. This one literally skips through all the steps just to get to the main fight.
Yeah,
it's like whack.
Let me say this.
Minutes, fellas.
Let me say this. I think Jaden Smith is a weirdo, and he should get the shit beaten out of him every day. every day of the year, right? But his Karate Kid was fucking good, bro. It was fucking good,
That's
dog.
true.
It
That's
was.
That's true.
Yo, dog, when he did the kick and he's at the tour, yo, I felt that shit like, yeah, this is a good movie. I like this movie. That's one of the times where the remake, I would never say it's better than the first one, because the first one was a vibe, right? Like the first Karate Kid is a vibe. That's that old school California. It's Japanese dojos everywhere and shit like that. The karate classes is booming. It's a vibe. But that was a good reboot. If this shit is only 90 minutes, dog, it ain't no story to tell, dog. This basically an action movie.
I like how they made Jackie Chan his trainer, his coach, and they take him to China. They take their time, bro.
That shit was dope, and he's doing all the shit. It felt they got the montage and shit, and he trained. I was like, yeah, yo, this shit feel like some shit.
All right, would you rather watch the show or would you rather watch the movie?
I heard that the show's really good, but I heard
Cobra Kai is good.
Yeah, the show's good. You know which one I'm curious to see how long it is? The new Superman. If that shit is under 2 hours, it might be okay.
2 hours and 9 minutes. 2 hours and 9 minutes.
I'm gonna draw the line. I'm the biggest Superman geek on this panel, perhaps on the planet. I'm not watching that bullshit. There is no force. There's no force on this earth that's gonna get me to that theater to watch that trash.
I accidentally saw the trailer.
I'm gonna check it out.
I accidentally saw the trailer and it's like, what the fuck?
Es una mierda, man. Like, come on, dude. Like, it was perfect, dog. Like, they had the perfect cast, the perfect story. It's already set up for something major that has never been in the theaters. They never did. Dark Side in the theaters. Dark Side versus Superman. It's all set up. We good to go, and it's gonna get better. Nah, the studio was. One at a time. The studio wants to sell action figures. They want to sell merch. They want to sell T-shirts. They want a stupid fucking dog for the kids to say, "Oh, look at the dog." That's what the fuck it is, dog. They want it to be for retards and children. Crypto.
I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a chance for one reason. I mean, like, y'all fellas, I'm gonna give it a chance for one reason. That's only because James Gunn is directing it. I really like the Guardians movies. That's only why.
I like the Guardians movie. Yo, bro, I love the Guardians. I love the movies. That's not the dude for that, though. That's not the dude for that. That's like trying to get Martin Scorsese to do Lilo and Stitch. He gonna have Lilo out here selling cocaine in Boston.
Yeah, but my curiosity is peaked though. I can't help but wonder, like,
God damn,
Superman. Like,
Jay, you're not gonna convince me, Jay.
All right. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check.
I'm gonna have to PBC that thing and stream it.
Jay wants to see the dark and gritty Barney biopic.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, bro, one of the best fucking scenes, dude. The flight scene from Man of Steel with Hans Zimmer.
Bro,
you guys need to check this shit out, dude.
Bro,
fucking
like,
epic.
Tú no entiendes I'm a fucking geek, bro. I got fucking Superman shirts all in my fucking drawer, bro. That's all I used to fucking have is fucking Superman comics. To me,
and I'm a Batman guy.
That's it was perfect, bro. Like, yo, listen, understand. DC is more serious than Marvel. It's a darker tone, so he did it right. But what the studio wants is merchandise and franchising and action figures and T-shirts and stupid shit. That's what they want, and that's why movies is not as good as they used to be, because now they make movies to make part 2, 3, and 4 as opposed to trying to make a great movie. Let's get the first one right, and then we'll worry about 2, 3, and 4. Y'all trying to plan that shit out now, and that's why everything sucks. Morbius sucked.
I was going to say, Joe, the problem right now with Hollywood is that they make too many duds and they don't have too many hits.
No, they don't. They don't. Shout out to Real Talk. Hearts on Fire is the best montage of the series. What? Jay can fell a tree barehanded to that. That's true.
Yes, I can.
I could go jerk off in the woods to that song naked. It's inspiring, bro. Like, hearts on fire. Fucking beautiful, bro. It's a beautiful song.
Good question. Did y'all see Thunderbolt?
No, but I heard it was good.
Oh, it was excellent. It was really good. I thought it was better than Captain America Brave the World, if I'm being honest.
So Eye of the Tiger was supposed to be...
It was psychological.
Eye of the Tiger was supposed to be a Queen song. It was supposed to be Bite the Dust, or what is it called?
Another One Bites the Dust.
Another One Bites the Dust. So, and Queen, I don't think they signed off on it, and they wanted something similar. So that's where he got,
Listen.
It was that song that made it.
I don't admire people, right? Like I never admire shit. But one human being on this earth that I have always admired is Sylvester Stallone.
That shit's real, dude.
Everything about Rocky is a parallel for Rocky. That dog, they wanted to buy the script off of him, but he's like, nah, I gotta be in it. Like, y'all not. I gotta be in that joint. You know what I'm saying? He was literally the underdog on both ends of the script. They're like, yeah, like this is my shit. I gotta play this dude. And
yeah, that thing was
that man stuck to his guns. He stuck to his guns.
Yeah, he did, dude. Even that speech, the nothing hits harder than life. He wrote. That's about his life. That's about his son.
Jules, why did I know you were gonna struggle saying to fell a tree? Do you know what that is?
Bro, you
like chopping down a tree, city boy.
Yeah, but you could have just motherfucking said that, dog. You ain't got to speak differently. Why the fuck I gotta because he fell the tree. Like, what the fuck are you, Edgar Allan Poe? Just say cut the fucking tree down. He chopped down the fucking tree. No, he fell the tree. Edgar Allan Poe ass.
Fucking Jules over here. Quote nevermore.
Right. Quaff the Raven, nevermore. 5 out of 10. The pace is rushed. Yeah, he got the same criticism for that movie that you got, Ignacio. That shit.
Yeah, it is. It's just too rushed, bro. If the movie was built up better, it could have been a better movie. They just fucked it up by like speeding it up, like to get to the end. It's like, wow.
I don't know why they. And the other thing is that Karate Kid as a movie is like what I said about Knight Rider. You know that Knight Rider is a dated concept. The idea that your car can talk to you is not exotic anymore because that's normalcy for this younger generation. They have AI, they have Alexa, they have Siri. That was exotic in the 80s. You see, a car that could talk to you and all that bullshit. Karate Kid is kind of like that in the sense that it was a coming of age movie about a kid who moves to a new location. You can't duplicate the vibe from that first movie. Like, you can't, dog. Like, that was at a pivotal moment on the West Coast. There was a lot of dojos opening up in California. That's what all that stuff is supposed to be. There was a lot of karate in the Valley, exactly. And you can't. It's like Beverly Hills 90210 almost, or the Heathers. That this is a moment in time where this was happening, and you can't duplicate that.
Yeah, you can't replicate it.
You can't, like New York in the 80s. Well, you can't replicate that with New York now. Like, they're talking about doing a Warriors reboot, and I'm like, it's not gonna work.
That's the 70s.
That wouldn't work.
No, también, but you see what I mean? That you can't really duplicate what they were going for with that. Like, you can't, like, it spoke to something that was true about the time. Whereas now, like, New York is not like that now. Like, you'd have to make the movie about Tren de Agua.
They'd be gay.
I know what it's going to be. I know what it's going to be. It's going to be about online bullying.
It's going to be about it's going to be about the rainbow shit. You know, you
send me a mean text.
Hey,
like
taxi driver.
No, you know what's
Taxi
funny?
Driver is a perfect New York film.
You were talking about the Jaden Smith Karate Kid movie. And funny story about that movie, because I always thought it was universally hated or some shit, right?
No.
But when I was in jail, like, I was by myself watching a movie on my tablet. When I'm done, I sit up, bro. Everybody's in the common room. I'm like, what the fuck is everybody watching? You know, you would think it's like a fucking the fucking Mavericks are playing or some shit. Bro, everybody's watching Karate Kid, bro.
It was good though, bro. It was like, bro, look, I think Jaden Smith should be put into a rocket and shot into space right now. but was wholeheartedly, that was
Keep
a great,
my son's name out your fucking mouth.
That was a great movie. Like, I really like I was surprised at how good it was. Like, no, this is a good movie.
Well written is what it is.
It was a good movie unto itself. It still had a lot of the elements of the first Karate Kid, but it's its own movie. You know, he's in China. The girl plays the violin. Taraji has a nice ass. I've always thought that. I thought that since Baby Boy. I still think that.
Baby Boy.
bro.
Your focus.
That was peak. That was peak.
That was peak cinema right there. I was so hot for her. Oh my god, Jody.
Bro, no, you knew who I was hot for, bro. I high key. I was hot for Queen Latifah.
You on Daddy Dick? I'm just
kidding. Shit, man. No,
your focus needs more focus.
I don't know why they made her retarded in Hustle and Flow. Did y'all notice that she was like retarded? They not here for me. Fuck is wrong with this bitch? She's just like a retarded.
Well, wasn't she supposed to be like a fucking crackhead, Jules? Like a drug addict?
No, she's a pregnant hooker. Like that's like she's pregnant.
Oh, so she was retarded.
But she was retarded. Like the other ones wasn't retarded.
Was she really?
Like, bro, come on, look at how she was talking.
Bro,
I don't know who they hit for.
I don't remember. I haven't seen it that many times. I don't remember.
She was like retarded in that shit or something. Like something was going on with that
bitch.
Bro,
she's a pregnant hooker. Of course she's retarded. She just fucked up the bag.
She fucked up the bag, dog. You know, like you can't be like John's nutting you now. True, but yeah, that was a great movie, man, and it was a great movie that did a good service to the, because you know you can't really fuck with the original. The original Karate Kid is like that shit is actually dope, dog. Like I still go back and watch that shit. Like it's a good movie.
Yeah, that movie comes on TV. I start watching it no matter what.
Bro, on the soundtrack, like cruel summer. Is it like yo? This is a vibe, dog. Like you smoke a J to that shit. I don't even smoke, but this shit is a vibe. But I'll say Jaden Smith's Karate Kid, it was really, really good. Like it's a really good movie. It is.
I mean, but y'all like fellas, like sometimes I get a little nostalgic and I go back and I rewatch movies. I did put the Karate Kid trilogy, like the original one, and I'm at like the end of the third movie. It's like, why does he stay getting his ass whooped? But like he should know how to fight by now.
My favorite scene in that, was whoa. And then Miyagi whooped his ass. Miyagi whooped his
Yo, that's fucking funny, V.
I mean, Jules, the best part, like before he went in there, right when he was fucking with him, like, dude, the dude comes out, then like he just flies 20 feet into the fucking like.
I'm like, yo, Miyagi hit hard, bro, but he don't hit that. How the fuck he hit that hard, dog? We an Avenger?
Then Mr. Miyagi just walks in and shit. It's like, how the fuck he like?
How the fuck he hit that hard? And you know, I think the second one is probably the best of the first three. The second one, like with Sato, that's the best one.
Yeah. When it was
I gotta watch that. Watch that shit before.
Dude, you gotta watch Cobra Kai, man. You gotta put that on the list. I'm serious. You gotta check it out.
Buck Chop said, "Watch Cobra Kai instead, Jules. You'll never be disappointed." Everybody keeps telling me,
ain't lying.
You know, I'm gonna fucking do that. Real talk said, "Hearts on Fire." No, I read that one already. I'll be missing super chats. All right, I read that one. Let me see. Did I get another one?
I wish Country was here to point them out. That would be helpful.
And he could tell us about the latest fucking celebrity that died.
I'm like, this dude need me to be up there and be Country and shit.
You'd be like, yo, you know the senator of Arizona? He passed away earlier today.
oh, really? Like, yeah. Oh, that's so. Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? But with the T.O. shit, man. Look, I don't know what he gonna do. Like I really don't know what you're gonna do because you're out of options. Like you are. If you don't work with Turkey, which is the best money for you right now, nobody else is gonna pay you more than that guy. What, you gonna go back to Top Rank and let Brian Norman beat your ass? Because it's not a lot for you to do, dog. Like it really ain't a whole lot for you to do, dog. You gotta pick. Unless you want to retire, which I wouldn't be mad if he retired, by the way. Like, yeah, go away. Nobody likes you, bro. Go away. You know,
neither would I. I mean, like, hasn't he rejected like every fight date they've given him thus far?
He rejected Matias and Norman at Top Rank. He rejected them too, right? According to Keyshawn, you reject, and I believe him. You rejected Keyshawn, and you rejected Devin. So it's
I think Matias said it the best. Tio Pussy.
He pussy. He's a pussy. You know, and boxing in America is in a very dangerous place. I don't want to get too into the PBC on Amazon thing because I already did an episode of the relay of it and I'm gonna upload it after this live. But you see that, look, Top Rank, we don't know where they're gonna go. We literally don't know, and we only really got like a month and a half to find out what's gonna happen with them, and no official announcement about where they're gonna go.
Then the PBC on Amazon thing, that thing is going on. Golden Boy is golden boying. You know, they're doing whatever they do, but it's not enough to
surviving by the fucking skin of their balls.
Exactly, but it's just not enough to put American boxing on its back, on their back, and say, "Yeah, we got it. You know, we got what you need."
They
It's
don't
like
have a big enough roster and big enough names either.
No, they don't. And American boxing is in a dangerous place because major broadcasters are pulling out, and it could be because the model's too fragmented. It's too hard to turn over a profit. There's too many guys that have too much say so, because that's one of boxing's biggest problems now is, yeah, I'm sorry, but we need to go back to slave contracts. Yes, because that's when boxing was big. When motherfuckers like Tszyu didn't get to say shit. Like, look, motherfucker, you gonna do this, or you gonna do this, or you gonna do this.
I agree,
bro. And that's how we rocking.
Fucking Jules wants to go back to the 50s when Carmen Basilio was being threatened by the mob.
Bro, listen, as far as I'm concerned, they should lock Tszyu in the basement until he has a fight. Like,
they finna do him like Leonardo DiCaprio. He's like, I pay $500, I want 5 fights.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like it needs to go back to that, because a big if you're a broadcast network and you're looking at the boxing model, even you know, when it's okay, even like a fight like, for example, Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis, it's not as simple as saying, oh, well, the fight turned over 1 million pay-per-view buys, right? Look at how long it took to put that together. Look at how long. You can't guarantee that it will happen when it needs to happen, or that when it does happen, you'll recoup all the money that you may have lost on all the other shit. That if you're a broadcaster, yeah, it's going to be unattractive because there's no consistency, but there's a whole bunch of fucking egos.
Well, it's funny because
Tszyu
the one that had the best
fight. Would you go for that?
I didn't hear nothing because y'all was talking.
All right, you shut the fuck up. What if Turkey went to make Keyshawn versus Haney? Would you go for that?
Yeah, I would go for that. I mean, I would go for it, but that's not what I want. I don't want to see Devin Haney fight.
Thank you.
I don't want that. Like,
I'm not making excuses for Tszyu ducking. It's a duck, but at the same time, I ain't mad, bro.
Keyshawn and Lopez is an action fight, but more importantly, I'll go for anything involving Keyshawn. Like when he get to 40, Keyshawn and Gary Antoine Russell, Keyshawn and Matias.
Oh yeah.
Keyshawn.
I need all that in my life. I need all that.
Like all that. Somebody gonna get hurt. Like, yeah, like he might get hurt. They might get hurt.
Somebody touching that canvas. That's all I know.
Somebody gonna get it's gonna be an action fight. Like them other guys. Shout out to motherfucking shit. I forgot homie on Twitter that said it. But that whole crop of 2016 guys, Ryan, Tszyu, like yeah, throw that shit in the garbage, bro. Like that souffle is bad. Throw that shit in the garbage. With an O, bro. God, ain't even an R in that shit. Garbage. Right? It's
garbage.
It's GOBICH. Garbage. Like that shit trash, fam. Like we gotta stop trying to say this thing, cause like you laid it all out for them kids, right? Now look at homo ass Ryan. He might sit out the whole year. Oscar talking about
we want him to just came off of a fucking year layoff.
We want them to look at his shoulder now. He just had wrist surgery. Now we want them to look at his shoulder. Like, Brody, by the time done,
check his asshole next while y'all at it.
By the time you done with all these breaks, you not even gonna want to box. Think like, why would he want to box after all that? Why would he? A year off.
What did he get paid for that fight?
Probably enough that he don't need the box. He was in the main event. He's in the main event, so you know he got a couple of M's off of that.
But Ryan's so useless, bro.
They all are, though. They all are.
They're useless as mesh condoms.
That's why I'm hoping that next month when they fight, I'm really hoping that Zepeda puts it on fucking Shakur, because to me, Shakur is another guy who, if he manages to win that fight, I think he's gonna be ducking and dodging certain dudes.
Nah, I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't. I know that he laid an egg 2 times, but I have seen more entertaining fights from Shakur than I have from Devin. Like Devin, even when you doing your thing, you're kind of boring. Them Cambosos fights was boring. Like, listen,
bro. Even when you dropped Regis, it was still boring, bro.
Shit was boring. The Kansei Sal for Shakur was not boring. Yoshino, that wasn't boring. He knocked him out. Padley wasn't boring. He knocked him out. You know what I mean? Like he got moments. You just got to stop fighting like a homo. Like, yeah, stop fighting like a fucking homo.
Well, we'll see if he does fight like a homo or not on July 12th.
That we need to put that on a t-shirt and and follow him around. You know what I'm saying? Like when he go to the bodega, it's like 5 of us behind him with the t-shirt. Stop fighting like a homo.
Jules is gonna wear a shirt that says "Stop being a pato."
Yeah, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like as long as you stop doing that shit, we could fuck with you. And 2, this could be a good year for boxing because Javante might retire. Tio, go away, Tio, get the fuck out of here, right? Devin, freeze him out, put him in the deep freezer. Don't even let him out. Put a lock on it. Sit him next to the steaks. We don't need y'all. Like,
bro, Tank is about to retire at the end of the year, regardless.
Put Devin where you put Don King at.
Yeah, put him next to the fucking to the pork chops in the deep freezer. You see what I mean? Like, get him the fuck out of here, bro. Like, because
let him get freezer burned.
Yeah, because we need to start over anyway. We need some new guys. A lot of the conversations that center around that 2016 crop of fighters, a lot of those conversations are stale anyway. What, the Javante's not fighting nobody? How many times have we had that fucking conversation? What, the T.O. is a fucking weirdo and a crack baby? Bro, we've been saying that for 5 years. Like, bro, I was the first. I said that motherfucker's a crack baby, bro. That's why you act like that.
No, right? I remember. I heard that shit here for the first time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's
and
nothing...
as soon as you said that shit, my entire perception of that nigga changed.
Because that's what he is. He's a crack baby.
Yeah, no, that dude's a bona fide crack baby.
It's a crack baby.
Rolly's gonna carry the sport.
I mean,
don't
like,
say some shit like that.
The way it's looking. I'm gonna say it now because ain't no bitch in me. I got Pacquiao beating Barrios, right? That's how I got it. I don't know about y'all.
By hook or by crook. Me too.
I got Pacquiao, and after he beat Barrios, watch them slide Rolly in that shit. The only thing that could stop that from happening is the Amazon shit. That's the only thing that could stop that from happening. They're like, well, if Amazon give y'all motherfuckers the boot, y'all ain't gonna have nowhere to do that fight. You see what I mean? But still, like, yeah, I think they would do that. Pacquiao versus Rolo. Yes, they would do that.
That's not boxing what they do with the PBC. It isn't.
No, because I had some dude trying to explain to me because I'm telling him, I'm like, the problem, because he's over here telling, well, I don't understand why people are disingenuous or they're disproportionately going against PBC, all this, that, and that. I was like, well, when you get dropped from 5, 6, or 7 different fucking networks, then yeah, I mean, there's call for criticism. You're like, oh, but Top Rank is in the same position. Like, yeah, after how many years?
Exactly. After close to 10 years. After close to 10 years on ESPN, because it was like an 8-year deal. Like, yeah, it took in that time, y'all done been kicked off of Bounce, FS1, Fox, motherfucking Showtime, pretty soon. Spike, right? Like, motherfucker, like, you seriously trying to compare that shit, dog?
Yeah, and now he's trying to justify saying like, oh, well, they switched up their model. Now they're doing less shows, but they're making the cards better. It's like they're because they're forced to. They don't have the dates.
That's what, you can't talk like you can't waste logic on stupid ass Pete. Like he think that's them doing that. They don't have a choice, motherfucker. They don't got no fight dates. They don't have a choice. It ain't complicated.
It's like arguing with the brick wall, bro.
Hey,
for real.
Yo, I like fucking Chavez Jr., but I think he's gonna get TKO'd.
You think Chavez is gonna get knocked out?
I can see it.
I think he's gonna get. I mean, he's gonna quit. Like, he's gonna quit. And he's
gonna pull what he did with Danny Jacobs.
No, he's gonna do what he did with Spider Silver. Remember when he fought Spider Silver?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yo, but what if he fucking actually beat that fool's ass, beat Jake Paul's ass? That shit would be comical if that ended up happening.
Ignacio, let me ask you a question. Do you really believe?
I don't think so.
And I'm this like no, it's not a loaded question. In your heart of hearts, do you believe that Jake Paul's fights are real?
Nah, well, not this one. I don't believe it's because he's literally picking a dude. He's picking a dude who has not fought very much at all over the last few years. So he knows what he's walking into. He's walking in with a guy who's rusty as fuck, hasn't been fighting, and probably isn't going to be anywhere near.
Not like that. Not like that. Because when I say real, I mean Look. Even with a gatekeeper that hasn't fought in a while, it's still a real contest. You feel me? Like, yeah, it's still a real contest, and there is always a chance that you will lose, right? Like when they put Alberto Machado in there with Andrew Cancio, nobody knew Cancio was gonna beat his ass like that. They thought that was just some bum, some part-time boxer the first time they fought. So there's always a chance that you could lose. I'm saying, do you think his fights are real in the sense that they're scripted? That it's an actual fight.
Oh no, that's dead ass scripted, bro. You could tell.
Yeah, like so. But let me ask you this, Jules: do you think Chavez is going to take a dive like Malik Scott did against Deontay Wilder
For the next hit? For the next line, yeah.
You think so?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You don't understand what his job is. He's not a boxer. His job is embarrassing his father. That's his job, bro.
Funny, bro. Yeah. That's fucking funny,
bro.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
That's his purpose in life.
His dad is there. His dad is there in the press conference.
Canelo's the son he always wanted. Don't y'all agree?
No, dead ass.
If you go to Chavez LinkedIn, that's what it says in the bio. That's his job, is embarrassing my father. Like, bro.
Nah, do you see how happy Canelo was when Chavez invited him in the ring, bro? That's his real son right there.
That's his real son, dog. Shout out to George. Emil Griffin don't fight like that, and that's true. He was gay. That is true. You know what I'm saying? But
that dude killed somebody.
Gay dudes
he did.
No, ain't he the one that got killed?
No, he killed a guy named Benny Perret, Jules, because that dude called him he called him a claggot, and he ended up beating his ass so bad he killed him.
Calling people claggets out here,
a
bro.
real man.
You know it's dangerous shit
out
out
here,
here,
man. That's a real man.
Just saying, a motherfucker that could bear a dick in his ass, don't play with him, dog.
And then you gonna play with the wild shit like you call that big old dick.
That's a strong motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy out here, B. You better leave motherfuckers alone.
Extra gay tonight.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying that shit look painful.
He said Tio saw that big old fat dick. Like, bro, what?
I ain't say that. The motherfucking super chat said that. I read it.
He didn't say
I ain't say that.
Old fat
I didn't say
black
that.
Dick. You said that.
Seen a
shit,
big
bro.
old chocolate dick in that store to see. He got upset. He got mad. He ran to the car. Fucking
He ran like he ran like Red after Debo took his chain. My mama gave me that chain.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going to become of him, but this weekend we got Fabio Wardley, we got Justice Hooney. Let's get the last picks in for this. Stand on it. Who's winning the fight, Ignacio?
I'm gonna take Fabio, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say Fabio. I'm gonna say Fabio, but it's gonna be like he might get knocked down once or twice, but he probably ends up winning.
Okay. Jay, who you got?
I was saying that this was a banana skin when Hooney was brought in, but Jules, watching your last video, I can't get it out of my head now that Hooney might upset the apple cart here. So I'm very reluctantly going with Hooney.
Two for Flavio, 2 for Hooney. Don gonna be the tiebreaker. Don was no, because we still got Alvarez. Alvarez, who you got winning on Saturday? That's true.
I agree. I agree. It makes a good point.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, dead ass.
I couldn't even hear him, but Fabes.
So we got 3 for Fabe, 2 for Hooney. I'm gonna just say that. Let me remind y'all, them homecoming fights. You know, this is a homecoming fight for him, y'all.
Okay, you didn't mention that.
I did. I said it's an Ipswich, bro. Them homecoming fights, they gonna be going right.
They homecoming.
So.
No, I'm gonna stick to my guns.
No, but the other shit is that when he fought Kevin Lorena, you know, he got rocked. Hooney. When he fought Kevin Lorena, he got rocked in those fights. He got hurt 2 times in them fights.
Was that in the last round?
Yeah, but he didn't go down though. That's the main thing that showed, yo, this dude got a chin. Like, he could take some punches. And personally, I ain't gonna say I don't think Fabio don't hit harder than Lorena. I'm gonna say I think he hits about as hard as Lorena, about as hard. Power is negligible, and it's just hard to imagine that you're gonna catch him the way that you caught a lot of these other guys. I don't see that. If you do it, then great, but I don't see that.
But one thing that scares me is like whenever Fabio's like in danger, like he just comes out of nowhere and just he's got that Super Saiyan power.
That is true.
Like,
that is true.
Because he was on the verge of losing to what's his face? Clark in the first fight. Then out of nowhere, he just exploded, just dropped his ass.
That
is a constant in Fabio's fights that he might be getting lumped up. I forgot. It's like 3 fights like that where was getting lumped up. It's not looking good, and then he just explode on a motherfucker. But they was all domestic level, and I can't get away from that. They're like, yeah, he did good on British level. He doing good, but Huni is kind of world level. He been in there with Tabiti. He been in there with Lorena. Like, he's kind of world level. And I'm going to go with Lorena. I mean, fucking Lorena. I'm going to go with Huni, man. I got Huni. I'll be right back after these commercial messages.
The fact that it's a homecoming fight is it's worrisome.
Yeah, that's been trouble. That's been trouble lately. I mean,
yeah, it's weird how consistent that is.
I mean, I don't know why is that? It's like, does the occasion get to the fighters, y'all think, or like how does it always go wrong?
Maybe it's the nerves. Maybe it's the nerves of performing in front of people from your hometown type shit.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah.
Yeah, it could just be nerves. You know what I'm saying?
Who else is on that card, y'all know? Or who was fighting?
Dillian White was supposed to be on that card, but I still haven't seen an opponent.
He pulled out. I think he pulled out.
Okay.
He's off. He's out. I mean, but his opponent was never even announced, so it's like that was a
like after that guy that he was gonna fight pulled out, like they never found anybody else.
I think Dillian should just retire. If I'm being honest, like he ain't got nothing left.
Yeah, like he's just trying to find one more big payday, I think.
Yeah, just trying to catch up.
Did they announce Tank Roach rematch already?
Has it been announced? I think it's pretty much done.
I thought the Coppinger said that it was supposed to be August 16th again on the East Coast.
I know that because
did they say Fulton and Shockey Foster's going to be on that?
Yeah, that's on
well, they were talking about making that fight, but I haven't seen anything where they said it was done.
Oh, nothing's official.
Yeah.
Julius might know. I think he talked about in his last video. At least I think Fulton and Oshaki is the co-main. But who y'all got winning that? I got Oshaki. I'm gonna go with Oshaki.
Oh no!
If Oshaki isn't weight drained, he should be Fulton. He's the taller, longer guy.
It's gonna be boring as fuck though, man.
Jeez. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about. Like,
some gay stuff?
Say again,
bro. Did y'all? Can I bring up some gay stuff?
Sure.
Did y'all see that Jon Jones is the petition to strip Jon Jones is at like 180K fucking signatures?
For what?
The petition to strip Jon Jones?
Oh no, I ain't hear about that.
Bro, they made a petition like I want to say like about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks now, and I signed at like 30K fucking signatures, bro. That holds up to 180K, bro.
So they trying to strip him because he won't fight he won't fight nobody.
So he won't fight his interim champ.
Wow, who's the interim champion? Is that Tom Aspin?
Yeah, the Aspirin guy.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
where's the gay?
In the UFC,
thing about it?
They're much more straight up about their interim champs. Like, if you're the interim champ, you have to unify those belts. Like, there is no defending that your interim title, none of that shit. Like, and this is the only time that an interim champion has one reigned this long, and 2 has the same number of defenses as the supposed undisputed champion. So the people they're just getting tired of this shit, and they made a petition, and the shit's getting a lot of traction.
Like that, no running.
Yeah, like that shit, bro. Like that, the way that's getting a lot of traction right now in the boxing world. The petition to strip Jon Jones, bro. Like other divisions are saying that they need to strip Jon Jones because Ilia Topuria wanted to go up and fight Islam Makhachev and hold on to his belt, but Dana was like, no, you need to drop that title, and they made him drop it. But everyone's just like, well, why the fuck are you making Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev drop their titles to move up, but you're not making Jon Jones fight as interim, and you're not having him fucking you're not having him fight anybody. So it's like,
bro, Jon Jones is like Conor McGregor now. He does whatever the fuck he wants, and Dana kowtows to him. That's the thing.
Yeah, people they're starting to what's the word? They're trying to theorize that Jon Jones has some type of like homo pictures of him or something. Like they have some type of dirt on him. That's why he's glazing him so hard.
Oh,
Bro,
some
I
black
saw
man
this
shit.
thing on Twitter a couple of days ago. On like Monday, I saw this fucking video where, remember the guy who used to be a ref in the UFC, John McCarthy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a podcast, and I think the guy he was
Oh, I
on
know exactly what you're
with
talking
Josh
about.
Thompson, the former UFC and Strike Force guy.
Yeah.
Some dude posted a clip. I mean, from the podcast. I didn't watch the podcast. I just saw the clip on Twitter. Apparently, during one of the fights, like in the dressing room, where I guess he goes over the rules, he said that fucking some dude who was like a BJJ guy was fucking with Jon Jones in his dressing room, and I guess he asked him like, "Hey, well, like, what's considered like illegal or some shit?" And the fucking BJJ guy like started rolling with Jon Jones, and I guess Jon Jones fucking like got out of his grip or whatever, and then did some shit that I guess he termed was like some homo shit.
Yeah,
And
basically
John
he
McCarthy
sexually
said,
assaulted the guy.
yeah, he said, if you do that shit, he goes, I'm just gonna fucking disqualify you.
Yeah, because basically like John was trying to be funny even though he's gay. And they said that he basically grabbed like what's tantamount to just like a worker, you know, like hired work, somebody to roll with to practice and shit. And he basically grabbed him and did some gay shit and sexually assaulted the guy. And he's like, no, but really, like, what could you do? In like a smart ass kind of like, well, what are you gonna do about it? And the guy was like, well, I'll disqualify you for
Yeah,
what do you say, bad sportsman conduct.
yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct or
He's
some
like,
shit
so
like that.
go ahead, and he said, try that shit. And he basically put Jon Jones in his place, and he's like, well, that's why John's never liked me. But yeah, no, all the allegations coming out, like that dude is gay, bro.
Who, John?
Yeah, bro.
I mean, like that's not surprising now. Like
No, yeah, that
motherfuckers
dude is gay, bro. That's why he's over there in
yeah.
Thailand getting that Bangkok.
Is that he over there with them lady boys?
Yup.
Peep this crazy ass shit. Peep this motherfucking Luis Lopez want to fight Rafa. Yo, dog, you want to die? Is what you want to die? Like,
wow. After what happened with Angelo Leo, jeez.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, do you want to die? If Angelo did that to you, what the fuck you think Rafa gonna do to you, dog?
Yeah,
Like,
Rafa's definitely gonna fuck him up.
That motherfucker gonna have you eating empanadas with a fucking straw, bro. Like that dude turn you into a vegetable, bro. But I'll watch it if you want to go to the hospital. I'll watch it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow,
you motherfucker crazy. And I seen
Hey,
this
they
shit about
canceled
Nick.
the UFC fight with Canelo, right?
They didn't cancel it. They moved it because they was gonna do it in Mexico. I think they said they moved it. I think they were gonna do it in Mexico, and I don't know where they're gonna do it now. You know, I don't watch UFC, so I don't know.
Well, it's because last year they tried that shit with UFC Noche, and then they realized like you're not competing with Canelo, so calm yourselves down. And so when Canelo moved his shit to Saturday in Las Vegas, they bitched up. They're like, yeah, no.
Pero también la vaina, like Dana is a smart guy. He sees that Mexicans move the needle in the American market as far as combat sports. It's really boxing. So unless you have a proliferation of Mexican fighters that you can showcase, it's not gonna work just because you put fucking Noche on the fucking thing. Like, what do you think? Mexicans are stupid or something, bro? Oh, Noche.
No,
the
but
UFC.
the problem is like, and this is a big conversation going on in the sphere over there, is that, you know, UFC has always been known as, you know, the best fight the best and all that shit, right? Well, the fact that they're trying to push Mexicans, it's very boxing-esque. And the way that they're allowing Jon Jones to avoid unifying his interim with the interim champ, it's very boxing-esque. The way that they're trying to push the Sean O'Malley, very boxing-esque. So they're getting a lot of flack now because they're like, well, this motherfucker Dana's over here, you know, poking dicks with Turkey a la Sheik and trying to get into boxing and all this shit. Like, you're not being the CEO of the UFC, and it's like you skipped out on like, I think it's something like 5 out of the last 7 conferences and shit. It's like, bro, UFC's in a shit way right now.
At the same, I mean, I think it's because
they had a falling out, right?
I think it's because of what we've been saying that Dana needs a McGregor kind of guy, and he realizes, well, this best versus the best shit it's fun, you know. It's great that the best guys fight the best guys, but you don't get a superstar out of this, you know. You're not like you're gonna, you know, Sean Strickland could have been a superstar if he would have kept winning. Like, yeah, because a lot of the white boys like Sean, you know, he's saying all the white boy shit, and they fucked with him.
No, it's like I'm a huge Alex Pereira fan, and Alex had a whole lot of momentum. And I'm not gonna say that he was straight up avoiding Ankalaev, but the fact that the UFC allowed him to get so many defenses is what really made his star rise. And now that he lost to Ankalaev, bro, there's like no aura around him. There's like nobody's hyped about Pereira anymore. It's like, well, first of all, like y'all motherfuckers are bandwagons, and two, it's like, yeah, like the UFC realizes like, yeah, we kind of fucked up one of the best stars that we have.
Yeah, bro, but the problem with the UFC too, though, is they have too many fucking Dagestani wrestlers, and that's just not fucking a good recipe
They're the
for
pure
success.
boxers of the UFC.
No, y también they're not gonna have a fan base. You know what? Like they're not like there's not a Dagestani community in Nueva York or California that would carry these guys and get behind them, irrespective of what their style is. Even though they're all fucking wrestlers, but there's nobody to push and carry these guys. Like you could have them and they could win, but nobody's gonna give a fuck.
I mean the only one who was a name was Khabib. That was it. Everyone else is
you know, Khabib Jr. and shit. That's all you got is a bunch of Khabib.
I think the dude to piggyback on what you
was great, but it's like every division he goes to just goes to die.
I mean, just what's that gonna be? But just what we were saying about like how, you know, the in MMA the best versus the best, like that's entertaining and all, but guess what about always happens? They lose. Then
they lose.
It's on to the next guy. Then that guy loses, and it's on to the next guy.
But and I would also say that because there's not a farming system, and I maintain this, that look, elite level boxers, the elite guys, Usyk, Inoue, you can continually put them in those situations and they're gonna win, you know, because I mean, like we can see that the Crawford, the Canelo, that there's a certain tier of fighter, they're gonna beat them, you know, and even in a high level situation, they're gonna win because boxing has a farming system. There is a pedigree, there is a science to it. Whereas the MMA thing, it's still a free for all, dog. It is. It's still a free.
Yeah, like they used to have the Ultimate Fighter, but that shit literally just went like under. Like I think they just canceled that shit.
It's kind of like the difference between craps and CeeLo. There's only a couple of ways to win in craps. In CeeLo, there's a million ways to win, dog. There's a million ways to win. You know, you could hit a head crack, you could hit 4, 5, 6. Or you could just beat out the other guys by getting a higher number. There's more ways to win. That's kind of like how UFC is. They're like, yeah, you can let these guys fight all these different guys, and this guy will beat that guy. But with no longevity, you're just not going to get a cash cow. And that's really what you need at this point is a cash cow. Y'all don't have that, you know?
Yeah, they need a cash cow that can speak English and sell here in America. That's the problem.
Nobody want to see all them dudes that look like fucking Artur Beterbiev. All them dudes look like Artur Beterbiev.
All those guys over there, all those guys are literally inbred, bro.
All of them, bro. They all each other's cousin. Like one dude is the other's father. Like the shit is weird. Like bro, nobody cares about them dudes.
Habib's literally married to his cousin who had the same last name.
That shit is disgusting, dog. Shout out to Dagas Pakistan, whatever the fuck the name of that shit is. The Dagestinos,
bro,
whatever the name.
You want your son
Dagestinos? Isn't that a restaurant?
It's a supermarket in New York. Dagestinos, bro. Them Dagestino fighters, man. They not playing, but nobody care about them dudes, dog. Like, and ain't nobody gonna care about them dudes, man. Like, it is what it is. So, yeah,
it's like
man,
having a division full
I just remember Cain Velasquez.
Well, he got locked up, didn't he?
Yeah, he just got thrown in jail recently for that shit. But I don't blame him. Some fucking kid. I mean, some dude tried to molest his kid.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
I heard Dana bailed him out. Is what I heard. Dana,
he did.
Yeah.
You know, that's some real shit.
And he never even took credit for the shit either. Like it was just some real ass nigga to move.
That's some real shit, man. Like that's fucked up. You know, I hope you don't see no time off of that. Like that's crazy, dog. Like
no, he is, Jules. He's doing 2 years though only. He got lucky.
Yeah, but I don't want him to see no time off. Like, bro, he's defending his kid. Like, what the fuck do you expect a parent to do in that situation? You know, like
yeah.
He probably
honestly, I think Trump needs to pardon him, bro.
Yeah, I think he should. Personally, I think he should. I think he should.
I'm about to start a
Well, he
petition.
killed the guy, right?
He killed him?
he tried to shoot him and he like wounded him.
No, y'all
the
know
guy's
that guy
alive.
got off, right?
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, the guy's alive, but he just got like he shot him and he got wounded. He actually no, I take it back.
So why do
He
you
didn't-
got wait? Why you got two different motherfucking things up here, Michael?
It's gonna leave soon.
All right, y'all heard Kosei Tanaka retired?
I did.
Retired.
Yeah,
Damn.
Retired. Got a
eye injury. He said.
Yep. Them Japanese dudes, once they start losing, they don't stick around very long. You know what I mean? Like they don't let it get to the point where they become a gatekeeper.
He had some wars already, so it makes sense to me. The eye injury, yeah.
And then he probably got paid really good since he fought all his fights in Japan. So I'm sure he's financially set.
Yeah. Motherfucking we got fucking Gento on Sunday. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch that.
I'll be finally getting unification.
Jules, but don't we have the Keyshawn fight this weekend?
That's Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday. And then we got Gento on Sunday. We got Wardley. I'm gonna go live 2 times this weekend. I'm gonna go live for the Wardley Huni. I got Wardley. I just saw Teddy Atlas got Huni too. Like you see what I see. You see what I see there. This is like baby a Geek Caballero without no power. Well, he got some power, but not like a Geek Caballero. But yeah, yo, who you got, Michael?
I got Fabio. Too aggressive with the combinations. He's not gonna have any respect for Huni at all. I don't think now. No.
I see. I'm gonna tell you.
It's too early.
Let me tell you what. Too early for who?
Huni.
You bugging.
Too early.
You bugging.
I'm surprised this fight was made. I was actually
my dude. Just tell me who did Fabio fight that was as good as Kevin Lorena?
David Adelaide.
Yo, stop playing with me.
He did though.
Fuck you mean David Adelaide?
Yeah.
You dog, like Kevin Lorena will wipe his ass with David Adelaide, bro.
And did you say Justice Huni had 2 fights with Kevin Lorena?
No, he had one. He had one fight. I said, look, this is my rationale. That dude fought a hard punch in Southpaw after he done damn near beat the hell out of Daniel Dubois. Who he fought after that? Justice Huni. They wasn't scared to put Justice in there with him. And even though Justice got rocked, he didn't go down. And he won. He didn't go down. Like, I don't see him losing this fight. And I think he gonna open up Flavio nose. Because that shit been open too many times, bro.
Yeah, it's scarred. It's scarred for sure.
It's got scar tissue on that shit. I got Huni, bro.
He's got like a flat nose, so it's actually easier for that shit to open.
He's got a boxer's nose, bro. He should probably get the corrective surgery, but if he did, well, you still gonna get punched in the nose, so you should probably wait until after you retire.
You should put out a adamantium in it.
A nose
job. Carl Froch got a nose job after he retired. He got his shit fixed.
They fucked up his nose in all those wars.
You know how them UFC guys get shit with their ears? Y'all ever notice that shit? The little mushroom
wrestlers.
ears.
No wrestlers.
Yeah, that's the cauliflower.
The cauliflower.
Oh, that's from wrestling?
Yep.
Because it's because of all the holds that if it rubs against the ear, I don't know why it happens, bro. But it's the
so what it is, Jules, it's a fluid buildup in the cartilage, and so what ends up happening is because the fluid doesn't get released, it like distends the cartilage, and then it ends up like fucking it up. So by the time,
thank you, Dr. House.
Well, no, I just know because there was other dudes who like had that shit, and they showed like what happened. So like all those dudes who have cauliflower ears, they have to get them shits drained by doctors. That's how painful they are.
Yeah, like I know Randy Couture had that shit. He had that big old poofy shit. That shit is fucking gross.
Can it go back to normal after?
No.
Did y'all know I learned what cauliflower was because of his part in the Expendables when he explained it?
Yeah. That shit is gross.
Literally, it's like
even
gross, bro.
Even McGregor had that shit too.
That shit looks weird. It just looks weird.
Yeah, but one of his ears is kind of fucked up.
I've seen has that shit, bro.
That shit is disgusting. But that's some wrestling shit. That's very common among wrestlers, though. Like that's usually who gets cauliflower ear. And not for nothing, they made a reel about it, right? Like if you see a motherfucker that got that, Don't fight that. Like that's real. Don't
You know
fight that
what's funny is to that point is I seen some dude who was putting his ears like between two wooden blocks to give himself cauliflower ears to look like a fighter.
This weekend though.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the fight just because I think it's gonna be fun to watch, but it's not very intriguing to me. Like I think Keyshawn gonna
not.
He gonna Keyshawn him. He gonna Keyshawn him.
That's why I said the card itself. Like
Jules, what about
I like the top rank cards.
What about Abdullah against Nakatila?
That's good. I like that. That's a good acid test.
That's why I was talking about the cards, bro. Like,
that's a good acid test.
Good test.
Because you know Nakatila's big for the weight. According to Shakori, hit hard. So I'll take it. And not for nothing. I fuck with Abdullah, but you got knocked down. What was it? 2 times?
Yeah,
by
a couple times.
Some Puerto Rican dude we never heard of.
By some y'all see that? Remember that dude haircut?
Yep.
That's not fair.
Listen, though. Listen, if that motherfucker look like that, if he not scared to come outside looking like that, that motherfucker
you have to give him some credit.
Oh, you're talking about the little shit on the back of his neck?
Bro, he had like some weird baldy Texas shag type shit going on. Like why did you cut your hair like that, bro?
He was just like bald.
What was that heavyweight that had that shit in like the 90s that Riddick Bowe knocked out?
I forgot. I know
Jorge Luis Gonzalez.
Right?
Yeah.
The Cuban dude, the Cuban fucking guy who they made such a big deal about him, and he fucking sucked in the pros.
Do we know anything about this guy that David Morrell is fighting, Katayev?
Yeah, he's kind of I know, but he's kind of like, how can I say this? He's kind of like a slightly lesser version of Beterbiev.
So, based on what you've seen, do you like Morrell's chances in that fight?
I do, because this guy has this Katayev guy only has like 10 fights. And the opposition.
Yeah, but David only has like 12, bro. David don't got a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I keep forgetting that. Yeah, that might make this even. In that case, it's gonna be a good. That's gonna be a good fight.
Apparently,
I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm trying to look up his record right now.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, he's kind of like a lot of people compare him to Beterbiev.
But also,
so he's Beterbiev light.
It's like the only fight on Benavidez' resume that
he's ranked in the WBA. By the way,
I say Beterbiev light. Yeah, that's a good.
But the shit is that if Katayev goes in there and he ass fucks David Morrell, that's gonna make David Benavidez.
Hey, the Benavidez fans ain't gonna like that.
No, in seriousness, if he knocks David Morrell out, like if he fucks him up, that's gonna make David Benavidez look bad, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Supposed to be the Mexican monster. You couldn't knock out this Cuban. Only got 11 fights.
Man,
how y'all see the Matias?
Only that he got dropped by the Cuban.
Where y'all think was that one?
Say it again, Jay.
The Matias Puello fight. How y'all see that one going?
I want Matias to win. That's what I want. But the reality is, Puello has dealt with a big, strong, aggressive fighter before. Gary Antoine Russell. Gary is an aggressive guy. He throw a lot of punches. He come right at you, and Puello handled that. So
I feel like Matias hits harder though.
I agree. I agree.
Subriel would beat Gary
in a gunfight, yeah. But I'm saying that Subriel feet is so shit, dog. Like,
he's like Frankenstein. He's in fucking quicksand when he moves.
Like he literally follows you in a straight.
He literally fights square up, like squared up.
Is Subriel still signed the match room, or did he leave?
Nah, he been left.
He's with Fresh Promotions.
That was it. Wow.
Basically, he had one fight lost, and then he left. Fuck that, bro. It was like a 3-fight deal. Like, damn, you gonna leave like that? All right, you know what I mean? Go do your thing. But you know, they bringing him, and it's just, I want him to win because I know, look, if Subriel could stir the pot at 140, he could get them Puerto Ricans behind him. And you could bring some life to 140, you know what I mean? But being real, Puello is a good fighter, man. He is a good fighter. He's a good fighter, man.
Yeah, unless Subriel can cut the ring off, fucking Puello's gonna win.
I saw Subriel's last 2 fights, and you know they're fun. The way that his fights are fun. But you can see, like, yo, dog, this dude feet is crazy. Like, yo, y'all don't cut off, like, teach that dude to cut off the ring. Like, he literally follows you in a straight line.
It's too late. Boy,
The way he's been boxing, it's too late for him to learn that shit now.
Like he's fighting a Mexican dude, and you know it was it was a fun fight to watch. They going at it, but he's getting hit by the Mexican dude because you squaring up, following him in a straight line. The fuck you think gonna happen, dog? Like,
the Valenzuela fight.
Yeah, it was a good fight though. It
was entertaining.
It was a good fight. But if he don't, I could see Puello shaking and baking him because the other thing is Puello is not a small 140. He got height, he got length. That if he on his toes, he could shake and bake you if you don't cut that ring off. So
yeah, that's what saved him because he's slick. He doesn't have
Subriel versus Pitbull, bro.
He's not gonna get any respect from Subriel at all, though. That's the thing.
Pitbull is a brave motherfucker fighting Angel Fierro again. He might knock your little ass out this time.
I still got to see the first fight.
Is he brave?
Yes. That's the most I ever seen Isaac Cruz hurt. Like he was hurt like woozy.
Oh shit.
He might
It's gonna be a good scrap.
You gonna give that motherfucker another chance to make you woozy? Okay. Got my man Tim Kazoo and Sebastian Fundora. I ain't on no homo shit. I'm going with Tim. I ain't riding.
Yeah, I'm going with Tim.
Me too.
I'm going with Tim.
I have Tim too.
Yeah,
What a lot of people don't fail to realize is
that
that like he was on the verge of knocking out Sebastian the first time they fought. Literally.
Yep.
After
just 2 rounds.
Yeah, I see his face. His face was a mess.
If he gets the belt, I am concerned at how he's gonna move after he gets the belt.
No te lo voy a decir. They talking about the winner of that fight. Oscar said the shit. Oscar De La Hoya said the shit. They want to put the winner of that fight in there with Virgil. I got Virgil beating them both.
Oh yeah, because Virgil's mandatory. I just realized that.
They saying that's what Oscar said. Oscar said, "Yo, we might do the winner of Zoo versus Fun."
You say we might do or we will do?
Well, he's saying that they talking to PBC about doing fights with each other, and I believe it. I believe it because the PBC got a lot of guys. They don't got nowhere, no date for them to fight. So it's like, yeah, that's what you got to do. I believe it. And look, the shit we heard about them in Top Rank. We got Keyshawn Davis versus De Los Santos, and we're getting Fulton versus Foster. So that was real.
That's a good scrap.
That's a good scrap. That was, in other words, that was real, right? So when Oscar says that, yeah, they got a similar arrangement, I'm inclined to believe that it is real, and I'm inclined to believe that Virgil may get the winner of that fight because the other thing is, what else are you gonna do, dog? The winner. What else is the winner of that fight gonna do but fight a Virgil?
Jules, hear me out. If by any chance he ends up beating him and gets that belt, wouldn't a Virgil versus Jorge Garcia fight be entertaining?
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah,
I'd take that fight.
But Perez is about to fight Xandor.
Xander.
And I don't think Jorge is gonna beat Xander. I don't think that.
No, he's not.
He's not gonna beat Xander. Nah. There's guys that'll beat Xander, but not Jorge.
Not 54, maybe.
How decent is that guy? How decent is Jorge? I've never seen him.
Jorge's not. He boxed up Charles Conwell really well. I will give him that much.
And Conwell was no slouch.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's the dude that beat. And he did good. He did good.
Okay.
Like he boxed him up, but it's just you beat Conwell by boxing him up. Well, you're not gonna box up Xander because Xander's not a pressure guy. Xander's not small. Like Charles is really small for 154. He's not big for that weight. Xander got height. Xander got length. And if y'all gonna box, yeah, Xander gonna box you up. That's what's gonna happen.
I feel bad for Conwell, bro. He spent all that time. Oscar didn't promote him the best, getting him the best possible fights, and then. Finally, when he's ready for a title shot, he loses, and that's crazy.
It's fucked up. But he's still the shit is that he's still a fun fighter, Charles. He's a pressure guy. Like he's a fun guy to watch. Like he's gonna go for it. So you can still use him for shit. It's just now you gotta put him in you gotta put him in there with a Madrimov or a Bohachuk for his name and his fight to mean something. For it to
he's gotta fight a name for sure.
Yeah. Because you can't just. The other thing is Charles didn't fight nobody. Like the dude did not fight shit, bro. Like he's
Golden Boy.
It's ain't to swim now. I mean, more than
Golden Boy
they had him
gave
on that
him
Melakuziev diet, bro. Like,
Golden Boy gave him a bunch of fucking journeymen. It was like, what are they doing?
Bunch of lift drivers, bro.
They screwed his development up, if you ask me.
So for him to get somewhere, because now you're on the bounce. Now you're coming off a loss, so. You know, you really gotta bite the bullet and maybe take a difficult fight and a dangerous fight so you can make a splash, because you weren't in a position to get anything before. You're really not in a position to get anything now. You better take what you
Was
can
that his
get.
only loss? His first loss?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was his last fight. He was unbeaten before that. He fought the tall, because Jorge Perez is tall for 154. He had a lot of height on Charles, and he boxed him up. That's how he beat him, just moving around, walking him into shit. Charles didn't look horrible, by the way. It wasn't a demoralizing loss, but you could see, yeah, you lost that fight, you know. So just, you know, put him in there with a Madrimov or a Boachuk or maybe a Brian Mendoza. I could go for that. Charles Conwell versus Brian Mendoza is a good ass fight. That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
I'd go for that.
Madrimov. That's what I want.
By the way, speaking of what happened to Brian Castano?
I think he retired, bro.
Like,
I think he's on the Marcos Maidana diet.
Te lo voy a decir. I saw him at the beginning of this year in a picture, and it looked like he was in training. Ramla Ali was in the picture. That's the only reason I saw it. It looked like she's so fucking fine. I don't understand.
Goodness.
She don't even have an ass, and she fine. That's what's crazy.
You know them bitches with the pretty face? They got nothing else but a pretty face.
Yeah,
They be pretty.
That's that Mila Kunis flow, bro. That's that Mila Kunis.
Mila's fine.
Now Mila don't have no body though. That's the crazy shit. Like,
she's a twig, bro. She's a twig.
No, I don't disagree, but that's kind of what we're talking about. That like you can have a joint just off of the prettiness. They bad. You know, don't got really no titties and no ass, and they still bad. I saw him in a gym. I don't really like her, bro.
Nah, bro, she's got kind of an alien face.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Christina Ricci.
That bitch face looked like a squash.
It looks like what? What you say, Jules?
Like a squash. You're a squash.
For me,
fucking Jules. She looks like a squash.
It looks like a squash. Like
a yellow or orange one?
The orange shit. It
the
like
orange one.
Yeah. I think he was mounting a comeback. I don't actually think he's fully retired. But, you know, if you rely on a PBC to bring you back, you're going to end up on the bench with Frank Martin.
Last time that dude fought was 3 years ago. We need to stop giving fighters like this attention, bro. I don't know what's going on in his life.
He's a fun fighter, man. Like, the best thing, if I'm Brian, I go to Pro Box. I fight at middleweight, like, cause look, you little fat motherfucker, you're not gonna make 154. We all know that, so let's not fucking waste each other's time. Go to fucking middleweight, right? Ain't nothing going on at middleweight, bro. It would be perfect for you. Go to middleweight, fight in some eliminators, bing, you back. You know, but there's no reason for it to have taken this long, even with the issues that the PBC has. Remember, the Argentinian boxing scene is insulated. You could have had a couple of fights over there, couple of nothing, whatever fights.
Yeah, tune-up fights.
There's no reason for him to have been out this long. There's no good reason for it, unless you waiting for them to bring you back. Oh, you're gonna be waiting a long time.
You're gonna be waiting for another 2 fucking years.
That's what I'm saying. Motherfucker gonna be 40 out here waiting for that shit. So he's a fun fighter. I wish he would come back. The middleweight division needs something, man. Like, I don't see why he didn't do that. You know, and back over to Tim and Sebastian. Whoever win that fight, if they put him in there with Virgil, yeah, I got Virgil, dog. I got Virgil. Those are great fights, by the way. They're great fights, irrespective of who wins. But I got Virgil beating both them dudes. And so long as he could keep making 154.
I prefer for Tim to win because Tim and Virgil, that's gonna be carnage. That's carnage.
Yeah, I think Virgil's got maybe a couple more fights at 54, and then he's gonna have to move up.
DK a couple. I think that dude got 2 fights, bro. Maybe.
Well, that's what I mean, like 2 fights max, and then he's gonna have to move up.
I thought you meant like 3, because I'm like,
no. I said like
I don't see him staying there another year. You know what I mean? Like another 12 months.
Yeah, no.
I don't see
go
that.
Fight Lara. Go fight him.
For real. Executioner said worst feet. Matias or David, and by how much? I would say Matias by a lot. Matias's feet are pretty fucking bad. Even
I don't
worse
know.
than
Did you see
David's.
that video with David and Rigondeaux? He looked like he had fucking
look,
C3PO stuck up his ass.
David stomps around like a Clydesdale. He do. But Matias is what, like, bro?
Yeah, Matias looks like Frankenstein when he fucking fights and shit.
Yeah,
He looked like a robot. Like he really
Yeah.
looked like a robot.
Even his
like,
stance is horrible. Like he literally fights straight up. He doesn't even bend his knees. Like he literally just
real.
comes.
Yeah, Matias looks like a rock'em sock'em robot.
He's fun to watch, but that's
Yeah, he
why.
is.
He's
Yep.
fun, but because he's limited, it's like, yeah, that's what makes him fun. That like, he gonna get hit and he gonna do some hitting.
Yo, is there any news on?
I remember when he fought that Jukambayev guy.
Yeah, I remember Jukambayev the Wars.
That showcases how bad his footwork was. Because like the training in the fight, and he's like twisted.
The dude that beat him. The dude that beat him.
Yeah, Jules, he's what Teddy Atlas would say. He takes 3 to land 2.
But his two is like 5. That's
I know. Yeah.
His 2 is like 5. I'll be right back.
Yeah, like Jules said, I would like to see Matias win, but man, I don't trust him being able to cut the fucking ring off. I just think Puello's gonna fucking do enough to win the decision.
I see Puello just styling on him, to be honest. He really could.
Yeah, it's possible. It is. It's possible. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that Abdullah Nakatila fight. I want to see how he does against that dude.
I'm supposed to start probation in a couple weeks. I'm trying to get high as fuck till then.
Hey man, smoke one for me,
bro. I'm gonna be high. I'm gonna be high on my way over there.
Why don't you just do edibles, bro? I mean, it's a lot fucking easier to get high that way.
Nah, just I do dab, bro. I only smoke dab.
Oh, okay. You're doing the wax.
Yeah, I hardly.
All right.
Bro.
That shit fucks you up, bro.
Yeah, because it's all concentrated, bro. That's why.
No, I mean, but like, with
I remember one time I was hungover. Like my cousin was like, oh yeah, hit the dab. You know, you're hungover, you're good. I fucking hit that shit, bro. I was like, man, I was.
You were high as a rocket.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that shit hits, bro.
No, yeah, I've been smoking so consistently for so many years. I mean, my tolerance is high. I still gotta take like 2 or 3 of them hoes. I can't fucking find any right now, bro.
You don't do gummies, bro, at all or anything? It's just all fucking dabs?
No, because it's like, I mean, I just feel like it's a bit of a waste of money for me. Because it's like, I can get an entire O of dab for like $120. And that should have lasted me like 2 or 3 weeks.
Hey, quick question for the gentleman that's talking right now, dude. Were you the one who said you went to you in prison or incarcerated?
Well, I was in jail for a little while.
Okay, what's your name?
Real talk. It's real talk.
Oh, for sure. Glad you got out, man. I just want to say it. That's all.
Nah, I appreciate it. I was in there a little while. It wasn't tripping.
No, for sure.
Yeah, no, it was just county. I was in there actually with when Yellow Beezy was locked up.
Oh shit.
yeah, we got out on the same day.
Oh wow, no shit. Okay, that's
his scary ass. No, I was talking to some dude who was in because I think he was in North Tower in Seg, and or he was in like some type of shoe, but there was like this pipeline that people could like directly speak to him through, like, you know, the vents and shit.
Yeah.
And like bro wasn't trying to speak, wasn't trying to call nobody, wasn't trying to write nobody, like straight scared as fuck in there.
Probably dealing with the heartbreak from Spence. So
not even that. I think he had like 100 bands on his head or something for whoever whooped his ass.
Oh,
LA County?
Dallas County. I was in Lustert.
Oh, okay.
Hey, bro, since you're from Dallas, I got a legit question. Is that fucking hood that they always do on the first 48 really that fucking grimy?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes, do not go there past 9 o'clock.
What is it called? Like Oak Cliff or what the fuck
is
it?
Yeah, bro, I'm in Oak Cliff right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm from West Dallas, but I grew up from like the age of about 16 to like 20 in Oak Cliff, and it actually now it's a little bit gayer now, but when I was growing up, it was way fucking worse. Like like 2 of my cousins got shot and killed in Oak Cliff.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
because they always do that hood in fucking the first 48, and I'm like, damn, like what the fuck?
Yeah, Oak Cliff used to be way fucking worse. It's not as bad now because they're really gentrifying a lot. but no, it used to be really fucking grimy, bro.
Okay, then that makes sense as to why they would do the show in that fucking neighborhood.
They're building a lot of like those townhomes and shit. They're building a lot of
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
and
yeah.
a lot of them Californians are moving in. Yeah,
I have a half brother.
Is a bitch too. South Oak Cliff is a fucking pain in the ass to deal with. I don't even like driving through that area.
No, I was gonna say I have a half brother from Banning, but he got fucking like I guess he was with some dude at 7-Eleven. I guess like they shanked him or something. Like so he's been locked up for.
At Banning, are you talking about the game room?
Banning. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Fuck. It's by Dallas. My bad.
Fort Worth?
Damn, I can't remember the name of the town.
Fort Worth?
But yeah, huh?
Fort Worth?
Somewhere, bro. But yeah, like I said, I mean, my half brother. Yeah, that dude's fucking locked up right now over there.
I'm sorry to hear that way.
Yeah.
No, I was in there for some fraud shit. I just signed 2 years probation like a week ago. Well, I basically pled guilty, and they told me I gotta come back on the 17th to start the paperwork and shit. So it's gonna be fun. About to be sober as fuck for the next 2 years. It's gonna suck.
Oh, they fucking test you?
Yeah, it's gonna be like random UIs and shit.
What the fuck is y'all so quiet for?
You literally walked up as we finished talking, bro. What the fuck? You were literally quiet less than 30 seconds.
Motherfucking.
Well, just like you spying on it. It's like you disappear. Like, oh, let me hear what they're talking about. Let me just see if they're going.
Yeah, I be spying on y'all. Be checking in the room on y'all. Like, the fuck they talking about? They jerking off? What the fuck going on in
He's
here?
gonna be poking his ear in the room and shit.
Motherfucking. Apparently.
While Miss IQ be whooping his ass.
Motherfucking Cassie was getting fucked by a male escort. Cam wanted to know if the pussy
What?
was good, which I think.
What happened?
Yeah, Diddy paid a male escort to fuck Cassie, and so Diddy could watch on his weird voyeur shit. I don't understand that voyeur shit. Why the fuck would I want to watch two people fuck? I want to fuck. I don't want to watch.
Type of shit.
That shit crazy. Like, what's wrong with people?
Unless it's
like,
two
bro?
bitches, I'm not interested at all.
No, because I'm gonna want to fuck them too.
No, I'm gonna fuck. I'm just saying. I'm definitely gonna watch too.
He asked the dude if the pussy was good, but that's the mystery. We don't know I don't know what the dude said. Like, I think the pussy was probably trash, personally.
Bro, honestly, didn't they say that he was having them fuck her mouth until she had sores in her shit?
Yeah, I heard
That's
he
fucking
let a
crazy,
motherfucker
yo.
pee in her mouth, bro. Like,
That's
you let a motherfucker
insane,
pee in a
bro.
bitch mouth, bro. I mean, I'll pee in
No,
her
but
shit
see,
too, but that's crazy.
the way that I don't got no I don't have no sympathy for her is because you were still giving up fucking Kid Cudi's address and shit for Diddy to go blow his car up.
No, that and these situations where these I guess I don't want to say egregious because the way that people fuck is their own business, right? Their sexual exploits are all their own business. But I would say degeneracy. Whenever there is degeneracy involved, they always make it out like the bitch is not into it or something. Like, bro, have you ever been with some of these bitches? Like, these bitches is for real degenerates though. Like,
no way. Like this bitch that I'm talking to now had some crazy ass shit talking about, oh yeah, I want you to fuck me while I'm sleeping. I'm like, yeah, you had some fucked up shit happen to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you had some fucked up ass shit happen to you.
So I stay the hell away from. I stay the hell away
That
from
shit
her.
is crazy, yo.
You know that when the shit goes sideways, it's always the motherfucker with the hard dick that's the bad guy. Like, yo, this bitch
You
is into
stupid
that
nigga, you
shit.
stupid.
Yeah, Jules, like, what the fuck? Like, every time, like the kinky, weird shit happens, it's always the dude that gets fucked. It ain't the girl.
Yeah. These choke me, pull me, slap me, but like, yo, these bitches is more common than you think. Just get around, and try not to catch nothing. But these bitches is more common than you think. That when I hear all this degeneracy shit about the Diddy shit, I'm like, bro, that bitch was trying to be in that relationship. Look, the same way you got away from this dude, right? Because eventually you got away and settled down with a square. Well, that tells me that, oh, well, you could have been did that. You could have been did that. Like, you just...
Oh,
Lewis, you
Jules,
better
read the
run for
super
the
chat.
hills, Lewis. That's all I know. You better run, motherfucker.
Yo, Luis said, Jules, my girl ordered a 12-inch black dildo off Amazon. Now, why would she do that? Should I be concerned? No, you don't got nothing to worry
Yeah.
got nothing to worry about, dog. It's all good in the hood, bro. Like, you crazy? Shit.
It's gonna be good under her hood.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the same as any bad breakup or any bad relationship, that while I do believe that there are victims out there, of course there are. Not every situation is a victim situation. And when I look at the Cassie situation, I see a party to all the weird, crazy shit. I don't see a victim. I see, you was into that shit because you want to be with somebody that got a lot of money. You want to be with somebody that has pull. So you willing to let people pee in your mouth and all this freak shit.
I was gonna say, Jules, they should just have all these broads who go to Saudi Arabia to get shitted on testify then.
Oh, they get shitted on,
One
yeah.
of my exes is in Saudi. I told her, I was like, you out there getting shitting on, ain't you?
Probably. She probably out there with some fucking dude.
Ass, bro. All I
She
could do
probably
was
out there moaning with some dude that got a micro penis piece shit no bigger than my thumb.
Dead ass, yo. I was like, what the fuck you doing in Dubai, bro? You really getting shitted on.
Because that's the fail-safe for a lot of bitches. When all else fails and law school don't work, or you ain't got no money to be a medical assistant for the
And your OnlyFans ain't selling.
Crazy, yo. She literally went and got her medical degree and shit. So it's kind of like, what the fuck? You smart and getting shitted on?
I'm saying pussy is the oldest motherfucking commodity in the history of mankind. Like, you got a pussy, you could always sell that, you know?
Yeah.
You could always sell that.
Right.
Like, it's fucked up, but it's true.
It is.
Like,
It's fucked up, but it's true.
you know what I'm saying?
Unless you're Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo.
Nah, I mean, you know what I mean?
Yo, they just
like
put that shit on Tubi. I'm finna watch it later.
You know what I'm saying? So shit is crazy, but yeah, the Cassie shit.
At first
I thought she was a victim because they put out that video where he slapped her up, But then you find out, well, you broke up with that dude or whatever it was, and then you settled down with a square. She settled with some. I wouldn't even want to be like. I don't understand that dude. Like, bro, why would you want Cassie, dog? Understand? Like, yeah, she pretty. A lot of
Jules,
bitches pretty.
if there's no way that dude wasn't having second thoughts after he heard all that testimony.
Hey,
there's no
did
fucking
you see
way.
the fucking the security guy that went on Pierce Morgan?
Nah,
he was saying that they're all fucking like they're all gay and
I mean, that's not hard to believe. That's not hard to believe.
Wait, are you talking about the security dude that they said did he try to bribe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that story. That shit was wild. He offered him 125 G's for the tape, Jules, and homeboy said no.
Ooh, that's funny.
Ooh.
And now he's an LA cop, supposedly.
Wow.
It's crazy shit.
Gay.
I mean, that's not hard to believe about them dudes, because when you look back, all that hyper aggressive behavior, all that shit, like, yo, like, calm the fuck down, dog. It's just a rap video. It's just a rap song. That's why I don't look at the genre the way that I did. Like, now all I just see is a bunch of homos. Like,
bro, I'm the same way, bro. Like, as soon as I was about 19 years old when some older cat like got me hip to this shit. He's like, yeah, bro, they're all gay actually. And he showed me some shit, and it was like, damn, I literally could never look at the rap game as the same.
I can't, because it's like a lot of that hyper aggressive, like, I know it's a stereotype, and a lot of the older heads is gonna remember this, motherfuckers ice grilling each other and all this crazy shit. Yo, dog, I'm here to get some pussy. I'm at the rec center party to get some pussy. I'm at Broadway City trying to get some pussy. I'm coming outside. That's all I'm thinking about when I'm a kid. I ain't thinking about staring no man in his motherfucking face. Like, but you go places, and that's all motherfuckers is thinking about, other men. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
yo, Jules, did you ever go to that spot in New York that, like, the stories have been told that was fucking nuts, called the Tunnel?
Yeah, I went to the Tunnel.
Was it as wild as they say it was?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, nothing wild happened when I went, but wild shit would happen there, and that was just a wild time in general. Like, yeah, it was like in New York at that time, it was like the Wild Wild West. Tunnel was crazy.
Okay.
Latin quarters also, like, a lot of Latin kings would be there at times. They was dangerous. What else? I went to Tunnel, Exit. I went to Latin Quarters. I went to God, what's the name of the place? Webster Hall around 14th. I went there. Like, it was nice club scene, but I was never a club person, so I didn't stick to that. After a while, I realized this don't make sense. I'm paying $7 for a Corona in here. I can't even see most of these bitches' faces. It's dark as shit. I could be on the block and catch these bitches on the humble when they going home. And I said, shit. For real though, like
nah, hell
I like,
yeah, holla at them
I like
whenever
bars.
they lonely.
I like bars. After a while, 20s, I started leaning more towards bars and lounges as opposed to clubs. Because at bars and lounges, it's same vibe, and bitches still dress up to go to the bar or the lounge, but it's easier to poly. In a club, it's dark as fuck. You can't even see these bitches.
And loud as fuck too.
That's where
Corona
I do
like
most of my work,
$7-8. Like, yo, I'm paying $8 for a Roni. Fuck out of here, B.
Yeah, no, I'll go to a pool hall. That's where I do a lot of my work.
That's another thing. A pool hall, like regular shit, like bowling, pool hall, shit like that. Like, yeah, you might catch a bitch at IHOP before you catch a bitch at the club. Like,
cool.
For real. So, you know what I mean? And that was another way to get bitches. Go to IHOP after the club.
No, that one bitch I was telling you
Oh,
about.
yeah, for sure.
I met that bitch at the movies, and she was just standing behind me at the concession line. Turned around and hollered at her.
Yeah, like you don't gotta waste your money in that shit. Like, I know a lot of dudes, like, it was like the strip club shit almost. I had a lot of friends, they like to go to the strip club, but I'm like, I don't see the point. Why I'm paying to look at these bitches? Are they gonna suck my dick?
You paying to be fucking horny around a bunch of other men?
Real, I'm just standing around with y'all with my dick hard. All our dicks is hard. Let's stand next to each other. Look at this bitch.
Yeah, bro. That shit.
Hey, yo, man. Yo, I'll be.
Go ahead, Alvarez.
Would Al get him?
They got him.
No, I was gonna say, man. I mean, like,
we all
I was gonna say, I mean, I'll be real as a man, as a man, dude. You know, sometimes when I'm fucked up, I do get whiskey dick, bro.
Oh, whiskey? No, the whiskey dick happens to
Wait,
us.
wait,
we
wait,
call
wait.
it
What-
henny
what
dick.
exactly
We call
is
it henny
whiskey
dick.
because I always thought it meant that I could still fuck, but I'm not gonna come.
Yeah, that's henny dick. That's okay.
That's
That's henny dick.
It wrong.
Yeah, like henny dick is
Right.
like, yeah, you fucking
Yeah.
a bitch.
No, if she's fine. If she's fine, you'll get it up.
Yeah, but you're not gonna nut, and it's not.
Yeah, that's
it's
what
not,
I get.
It's not going to be all the way up. It's not like it's flaccid almost. Like it's rubber dick basically. Like, yeah, your dick
Type
kind
of
of rubbery. Yeah, that happens, but that mostly happens because of alcohol consumption.
It's like a
hot
hot dog, basically.
Yeah,
it's
like
hard, but you can't hardly push that hoe.
Yeah, you hard enough to fuck the bitch, but you're not for real excited. You know what I mean? Because if you excited,
Type
then
of shit.
yeah, like you gonna feel it, you gonna nut. But that's because of alcohol consumption. I would say, like, that's some shit that happened to me in my 20s. Like, that don't really happen no more because I don't drink as much liquor as I used to. So I ain't gonna get no henny dick. Not if I ain't drinking no henny.
Well, so whiskey dick is like when you can't get it up at all.
No, I never had
No,
one.
it's the same thing as henny, like the same shit. Where you can bone, you just ain't gonna
I've always
bust.
just been confused about the term.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what the cure for whiskey or henny dick, right? The cure for that is a fucking blowjob.
Type shit.
Yeah, like if I ain't going to suck my dick, it'll come. It'll come. We coming. You know.
We coming.
We coming. You know. We gonna go. And yeah, man. So look, on that note, I'm gonna end this live. I got another episode of the Relay in the chamber. I'm gonna upload it after this. I'm going live 2 times on Saturday for the Wortley Hooney and all the Saturday night cards because I think there's more than one. I don't think Keyshawn is the only one fighting on Saturday. I think there's something else on that at that time too. So I'm gonna go live for that. Y'all motherfuckers,
night, y'all.
Be easy and
Happy
don't
New
go
Year.
dog these bitches. Happy New Year.
Peace.
Type of
Wear
shit.
condoms.
Later, y'all.
Always.
Late.